last thing I thought I was gonna hear today.
Fucking Newton.
The-
That was a good time in our lives.
it's still a good time in our lives.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It should stop being a good time in our lives.
The good times have ended, Courtney. It's 2018.
You gotta make.
And
your
speaking
own
of good times ending, welcome
Welcome.
to episode.
Oh no!
Stop.
One more cast, episode 21. Black.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Welcome to episode 21 of One More Cast.
Blackjack.
Oh my lord!
Hey. Blackjack.
No, that's not what we do.
No?
Blackjack.
I'm a husky musky.
You're not old enough to gamble. Shut
I
up.
play blackjack.
Oh God.
That'd probably be about the only thing I would play at the casino. Though.
Is blackjack?
Yeah, I like blackjack.
Goodness. I'm sorry. My brain hurts.
Already? All right. Well, here. Well,
No.
you got it.
It's okay.
All right. Continue.
Because after that, but episode 21, Blackjack.
I guess.
My name is Courtney. To my left, I have
It's me, Mario. No, this is Jermon.
Jamario.
Ew.
Jamario Burks.
Ew.
He said, ew.
Oh, Jermon.
There was
How's it
so
going,
much
everyone?
to test in that.
It makes me feel like it's not me.
Not the real you.
Yeah, I don't want to be a Jamario.
What about Joiji?
I'd be a Joiji. Sacagawiji.
Oh,
I don't like how that accidentally starts with Jew.
accidentally.
I think Jew is like a funny word because it's like I don't like the eyebrows. No, let me explain. It's like I think it's like one of the only words that you could like it's like both positive and negative, but depending like how you say it. Like, oh man, he's my friend. His name Carly. Yeah, he's a Jew. It's like really cool. But it'd be like, oh yeah, it's my friend Carly. I said Carly, like it's not a he. But
Carly.
yeah.
I love my male friend named Carly.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, he's a Jew, and then you're like, what the fuck?
It's all in the inflection.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's a Jew. It's totally different from he's a Jew.
And it's like, oh my god.
Like, oh, okay, calm down.
Whoa now.
Back up a bit.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's a cool word.
Wait, Jew or Dramon?
The word Jew.
I like the word Jew, and I like the word Jamon. I like both words.
That's fair.
Okay. But to the left of Juman,
G. To the left, it's me.
it's me.
It's me, crew. I'm trying. Oh man. Oh, I'm looking at me playing Bond, and I really dropped. I guess you say I jumped the gun. Comedy.
Gold.
That got me.
The gold.
The gold.
Oh
It
man.
makes me think of that emote for Zarya where she just laughs. She goes, this guy.
Does she really?
Yeah, it's called Comedy Gold. And she goes,
I told you about him.
he's funny.
Honestly though, I personally identify with that.
The Rip Snorting good time. It makes me think of a Chowder, and they were like, Comedy Gold, and they had the fucking time card. and had me
Oh,
dying.
God, I love Chowder.
Good show. And
Yeah.
soup.
I'm Chris.
I'm sorry.
No, I
mean-
just figured I should get that out the way. I'm Chris. I got a remote in my hand. I'm going to not touch it anymore because I'm making sounds. It's about
making
Courtney's
sounds.
foot. Now it's about Courtney's foot.
And it has flown past me.
Yep.
I'll get it later.
It's getting really crazy here on onemoreCAST today.
Woo!
Getting kind of wild. Oh, I saw that blackjack.
Ooh,
Saw that blackjack.
this game's fun. I'm glad you played it.
Yeah, same.
I didn't know you could
'Cause
shoot
I
through a
can't.
window.
Yeah, this game is ahead of its fucking time. Honestly. Like, this is an N64 game.
For that to be a military like prison and shit, you'd think there'd be like bulletproof. There'd be bulletproof glass.
You would think a lot of things
Right.
about this exact.
Like how everyone looks the same?
Yeah.
Is that racist because it's Russian?
No, I mean, they use clones, but I don't know.
What?
Nah, it's good. They did what they could with what they had,
Fair.
so it's fine.
That is an ugly computer. So, are
there-
you forgetting a thing?
I think I am. What am I forgetting?
It's on the topic of this, honey.
Are there
There's
black Russians?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
happens. Like,
Yes.
No, if two black people have a baby in Russia, it just turns out Russian white.
no, but it's like think about
That'd be startling.
It's like
It
think
would
about
be.
the population of Russia. Like I don't see
Yes,
it.
it's
I don't-
predominantly Russian.
It's like Sweden. Like if you go to
Yes, it's predominantly Sweden. Are you really having a hard time wrapping your
No,
head?
I'm not rapping. I don't have a hard time rapping around it. It's just
okay.
like it's like finding a needle in a haystack.
No, that's true. Jermon was looking off in the distance, and I thought he was having troubles conceptualizing a country having mostly the countrymen born there.
Yeah, but it's like think about it, if there's an Asian person that was in the UK, right, and you meet him and he's in America, he walks over to you, you're not gonna be thinking like, oh hey, this dude's about to talk to me with an English accent. You're gonna be thinking this man's about to come to me, he's gonna speak like one kind of way or the other kind of way, you know. But then he comes up to you and he's like, hello, you're like, oh my god, it's like your brain's not ready for it.
Your brain shouldn't think about what someone's gonna sound like.
One more racism.
What? It's not racist. It's just people.
It's just people, everyday people.
You telling me you don't? People have accents, all right? You can't tell me that people don't have accents and you don't expect to hear an accent come from them.
Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that. So while you're in the mood to talk so much, please tell us how your week has been.
It's been all right. The fuck did I do? I went to breakfast with people. I got a book. I've been reading the book. It's a fucking boring ass book.
Wait, what happens to the breakfast?
Was
the breakfast okay?
Yeah, like the breakfast was just forgetful.
No, I mean, I wasn't expecting to have breakfast.
Was it the potato?
No, that was not the potato. That was
I need a baked potato for breakfast.
that was my breakfast today though. But
See?
that wasn't the breakfast. That wasn't the breakfast in question.
The breakfast of the moment.
Yeah. I went with coworkers and stuff, and we went to Pancake House, and it's right. It's like wholesome. You know?
You're talking about the one on the east side?
We went to the Blueberry Hill Pancake House.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one, the Pancake House on not Shayla, but the
56th
other one. No. Who cares? I think you're talking about the one on the east
I got a little confused because we have a pancake house right down the street here.
side. What?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't wear Pancake House?
Right there.
Isn't it called like hotcakes or something like that? Or-
No, I mean, no, that's Hotcakes Emporium. There's literally a place called, it just says the Pancake House.
Yeah, with like the yellow text, right?
I don't think it's yellow because it just has like a neon sign that's not yellow. I believe it's the Pancake House. I might be wrong, but anyway. But anything else for your week?
Nah, I've just been trying to save up and shit to move and shit. Like,
It's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming up. Like next month, I'm gonna be out of here and to somewhere else, and it'll be cool. But you know, not a lot changes for me day to day. I just survive.
Look at this, our kid moving out into the big world.
I'm not gonna lie, I've only been half here. I'm too busy retreading the fucking pain that was this moment in Goldeneye for me.
I like his face. He like look at the way he looks at him.
I just want you to remember where I died
doesn't
right
look
there.
twice.
And I when he gets to me, I have some shit to say about that.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and wrap up what happened with me this week. It was a pretty standard week.
Host usually says last, by the way.
Yeah, but you have a lot to talk about. So I just wanted to just run through it so we can get to this because I want to talk about that with you.
About this hail.
Yeah, because this was interesting. This is very interesting. There was a lot of times where I was just like,
I've actually been stressed about it since it happened.
but like my week has been pretty standard, just like every day, like going to work, blah blah blah, and like finally I took some time for myself to like just not work on myself, but just like plan out things, like things of how I want to do it, what I want to do, and like how to go about it. And like I'm making.
That is very vague.
I know that's the point.
You make a life map.
That was
Yeah,
excruciatingly
life map.
vague.
But like, I'm getting closer to the goal of like, okay, I'm going to do it like this and execute it. And I've already had like talked to my friends about it, and I'm like, okay, car might be happening. Like just working out better. Like that's happening. It's just like taking the process of like, this is how I want to do it, and it's actually paying off. And I'm appreciating myself for it.
Good. Oh, that makes. I did want to add one more thing. I finished 2 more songs. I'm working on it. So
That's important. That's cool.
So it's like, you know, life things happening.
Yeah.
It's cool.
All right, mister. Let's talk about you.
All right, first let's talk about this shit going on screen right now. All right, so we was playing Goldeneye, and here's the thing. Before we did this show, like 2 nights before we did this episode, when we recorded this episode, this gameplay, I had a dream about this map. A very vivid dream, no less. Like, I felt like I was actually playing the game.
That's cool. I like
And
it.
no!
It's what? It's not cool.
No, it's not cool because literally everything that happened here happened in my dream.
All right.
No!
You get some beat Bond for a minute.
No! It was not okay because when I died before and I was in that room, I was like, okay, I'll grab the armor, that'll save me, and then it didn't save me, and then I died in the exact little corner I died in my dream.
If you die in the game, you die for real.
That's honestly,
That's what I thought.
And I've been stressed and pissed about it since it happened.
Aw.
Because I knew it would happen.
You saw it coming.
And
Defeat is inevitable. You're gonna lose.
I tried to mitigate it. I really did. It didn't mean shit.
No.
Like, I feel kind of hurt. I had dreams about this shit. You know, dreams are usually kind of off, right?
Yeah.
I think the only thing that was different between my dream and what actually happened was in my dream, I started with the PP7. Because you don't start this mission with the PP7, you have to find it.
But Bond starts with a PP7 and everything. No,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
And I was like, that's the only difference, and everything else is the exact same. Even down to how long I was fucking like, I remember being in the dream, like I wasted all that time trying to be stealthy and still dying.
Right.
Like, fuck me. I was so mad. I'm still mad.
And I was just sitting here the whole time, just, wow. Like, this actually happened. Like, as he said, like, I died in this corner in my dream, and I was like, well, he's on the other side of the room, so he's going to the other side of the room there.
I had to run back. I was like, no, there's no way I'll die here. There's no way because this can end up exactly like my dream. Like, it's just not possible. And then it happened. Dreams are not supposed to come true.
Do you ever have like little moments where I guess it's called like deja vu, but it's like not something that you've done before, but like a conversation or something
Like,
that you've had before?
a situation.
Yeah, and it's like you'll be hanging out with somebody, and then they say something, and then you're like, "Whoa, I've been here before."
No,
Right.
yeah, that's literally deja vu.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I guess that clears that up, huh?
No, I have it at my job often.
I
Yeah.
haven't had deja vu in a while. I say before I have one like this episode now.
Literally right now.
Shit! Whoa! What if? Like, just what if? What if this just became a deja vu moment?
And then you wake up.
But aren't dreams interesting though? Don't you like thinking about them and like what?
I like talking about dreams.
His face. He was so done with me.
Yeah, I just like, aren't dreams beautiful?
I want more.
I want more.
Gosh.
No, because like for so long I didn't have dreams like at all.
I remember that. You didn't start having dreams till you lived over there with the course with us.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that because you were like, I didn't have dreams. And then one day you're just like, so I had a dream.
That was like it fucking happened.
That threw me off because I was like, what do you mean?
I know, right? Like it was like most people just like, I had a dream about Dramon's like, I had one in general.
Right? It just fucking happened. I was like, this doesn't happen, and now I have them more often than I used to. Well, it's really easy to have something more often than you used to if you've never had it.
Right,
That's
but
the
you know,
point.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, going from 0 to anything above 0 is usually quite
Breaking the mold.
Yeah, quite a
broke
big of
them
a
all.
jump.
But it's like I find them so interesting. Like,
Grams.
I'm one of the people that like I'm not gonna say everything like has a meaning to it because I don't believe that shit. But I do feel like some things in your dreams can like connect with real life.
Oh, that's
in,
real.
like,
That's actually a
way,
thing.
You know?
Yeah, where it's like people will have like dreams about things. Well, okay. First of all, a dream is actually your brain kind of like.
Yeah, it's your subconscious.
Yeah, what it is, it's your brain organizing things that have happened that day or recently, and actually putting it into your long-term memory. So it's basically that's one of the reasons why we need sleep. It literally sorts your brain for you. Literally sorts your brain.
I think that's kind of fun.
Yeah, right. So, and that's why you have dreams about shit that happened that day and all that. But then also, it's also been rumored that you played Courtney just played foot sweep with me.
And
I
was
win.
The referee.
Oh, no.
Was it a foul?
It was a foul play.
Damn.
So also it can be practice. Like people who play a lot of soccer might have dreams about soccer because it's them practicing about it. Like, you ever had a dream about a game you play a lot?
I've had a dream about a conversation. Like it's like supposed because I don't socialize.
Was it like a
Great.
conversation you were kind of like looking like like thinking about might happen?
It was like I saw me and I saw the person I'm talking to, and I'm someone else like at the place, the restaurant that we're at.
Oh.
And I'm looking at that conversation, and like as it's going on.
Oh, I would not like that.
And it was so cool. And it was like as it was going on though, it's like, well, I guess there were like elements from like fucking Detroit Become Human into it, and like other Telltale games that I play. It's like I saw like little options that could come up.
That is so stupid, but I love it.
I love that.
And I got to pick what I was gonna say, and then like immediately I was like, "Ooh, shouldn't have said that," or like, stuff like that. And then we got to see how that panned out, and I was like, "That was fucking weird, but it was cool."
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, dreams are fucking lit.
I feel like the one fact about dreams that I know, but I love it so much, about how just people didn't dream in color.
Oh yeah, because black and white. That's so weird.
And I'm like, what?
Thinking about being Charlie Chaplin, and he just
Right, and it's just like, what do you like black and white dreaming?
Right, but it's like, why would you dream in black and white if you see color?
If life is in color, right? It's so crazy to me, but it's just a thing.
Yeah.
Like people just did.
Have you ever had like a lucid dream where like you're in control of your dream?
Do we dream in 4K?
I don't know.
I think like if 4K is supposed to be like as clear as it's supposed to be, like super clear, super HD, like isn't life 4K? Like
No.
Look, I think we're getting into some weird shit now. What is the resolution of life?
Right? It's like that's about
Are you okay?
Chris, you didn't see what I just went like.
He put his hand.
Yeah, I saw.
Woo!
Are you okay?
It's like
Okay, let me just say this. Game audio will be ahead of the video for a long time until I find a solution. I hear that all the time. I'm just tired.
You make a little PSA at the beginning of the
I
video.
get very worn out.
Okay.
But yeah, dreams.
It's like, have you ever had like a lucid dream where like you know that you're dreaming, and then you
take advantage of it?
Yeah.
Once, and it was more like a mind control thing. It was more like I was having a dream about controlling someone, I guess. I was like, I had a friend, and I don't know, because remember I was saying dreams kind of had meanings.
Mm-hmm.
I think this dude was a little bit too bossy, or something like that. Because I remember he was saying, "Let's do this, let's do that," and then in my dream I just said, like almost like superpowers, "No, we're gonna do this," and then he did. I was like, "Oh, that was easy. That felt great."
You Code Geassed them.
I literally Code Geassed them.
No.
No. Yeah, I was not having it. I remember that dream, and I was like, "We're gonna ride bikes." He started riding his bikes or something like that.
It's awesome.
I was having literally zero amount of it.
I'm trying to think of, I know I've had lucid dreams, but I never remember them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I wish I remember them, because like, I mean, dreams are so cool. And our friend Kara has a dream journal where she writes down like really interesting dreams that she has, and she just goes over them. And I've read some of them, and I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you? Like some of these things are like, okay, yeah, it's normal. Other times it's like, I dreamt that this happened and everyone died. And I was like, girl, you okay?
I feel like me and Kara have a lot of similarities.
I actually have started writing down dreams like that, though, like the really interesting ones.
Like I had a dream I was on like a boat, right? And we were sailing across the ocean for like fucking, I don't remember why. It was at the time I was playing a lot of
Sea of Thieves.
Nah, I never played that
hell.
Garbage. No, I'm just playing.
Oof. I don't want to have a Sea of Thieves dream. I feel like it'll be a nightmare.
And you just have scurvy.
Fuck me.
You would need all the oranges and lemons.
That's pretty
But no, I was playing a lot of Assassin's Creed 4 at the time, so it was like pirate life for me, I guess. But I wasn't on like any old like pirate ship or anything like that. I was on a fucking boat like from fucking 2017.
Like modern boat.
Yeah, just modern boat. You know, it wasn't like a yacht or anything special. It was just a fucking boat that could get you from point A to point B. And we're going across the ocean, and I fall into the ocean, and it's like I'm drowning for a little bit. And I see this shark, and I'm like, I would never see a shark. And I'm just like,
I would never see it.
You're not real.
Slap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
And I was like, that was the moment I realized I was dreaming. I was like, dude, I can do whatever I want. And like, I made like the ocean disappear. And I was like, I am a god here. And then I woke up and I was like, fuck.
Damn it.
I was like, I want to go back to that. And I haven't had a lucid dream since. My brain won't give me the power.
I really
You broke
like,
the Matrix and they're like, kick him out.
Yeah.
I really like story dreams.
Yeah.
Like dreams that are basically just, it's almost as if it's not really a dream as much as it is just watching TV while you sleep.
Yep.
It's like, I love
How fucking, I'm sorry. That sounds so fucking dumb to me. Of like, all right, you like say we're watching TV right now. We're like, oh man, we should probably go to bed. And we go to bed and in the dream.
fresh off the boat.
Like, I'd be so fucking mad.
It's just fucking Friends.
Like, I'd be entertained, but I'd be mad.
I feel like that's the future we're heading towards.
Can Dream have advertisements?
Don't. I don't
I
like
would
that.
be so sad.
That was a Futurama.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it was horrible. Also, really quick, I want to talk about this shit in GoldenEye 007. This stupid red hair bitch
I like her a lot.
blew up the fucking station.
She didn't.
I wasn't done. Don't touch shit. Don't look at shit. Don't breathe. Don't ask for nothing. We going in here, we get some potatoes, and we out. But no, she goes and blows up the whole thing. And also, I'm really mad because now I know where the camera was. I know where the last. I just watched myself walk past it. And again, nope. Oh.
Okay, but in her defense,
In her defense, what?
when you play this again, the full cutscene played out. She didn't blow up the base.
That's true. No, it's not like she said, I'm blowing it up.
It was just really funny because it skipped the dialogue boxes in between. It played the first one and the last one. She's like, I'm just gonna go check the console. Uh-oh, we gotta go. It's like, it's like, what?
That's when you know some shit thing went down. You gotta go.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, man.
Right.
I think one of my least favorite, because there's dreams I have fairly often.
Oh, you have recurring dreams?
You do? What?
I have some recurring dreams.
I've never had a single one.
It usually pertains to childhood, but like in a good way. But I've been having a lot of dreams lately of like me asking a lot of questions and I'm getting answers, but then like the last answer I really want to know. He's like, it's simple, Courtney. Then I wake up and I'm like,
You know, Courtney, that's your brain who did that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Congrats. You played yourself.
like legit, like I'm like sitting at a random, like sitting in the living room, and then it's like, blah 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 blah. Oh man, I really want to know the answer to this deep question I've been wanting to know about for a very long time since I was like 8. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's simple. All you gotta do is, and they'll say one thing, and then their mouth is still moving, but I don't hear anything. And then it's like, wait, say it again. And they're like, yeah, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing's coming out. And I'm like, can you say it again? And he's like, okay. And then he's like, I wake up.
Oh.
And I hate it.
That sounds pretty horrible.
Because I hate when people have to repeat themselves. I think that's annoying. Because it's like, I should have been able to hear you the first time.
I do it a lot too because I talk low a lot, so I'll say something and people will be like, what? And it's like, I don't really get upset like repeating because it's like, I know that's fucking my fault, you know, but I can't really, I'm not gonna stop the way I talk because, you know, I'll just deal with repeating myself every now and then. But I know.
What if it gets to the point where it's like, what?
Then I'm just like, I'm out. You know,
I'm out.
I can't. We still need the calls to shut down the nukes.
But I've only had one recurring dream. Well, I've been having it like I want to say maybe like 3 or 4 times now in my life, and it's like it's really weird because it's like I'm in like I don't know where the fuck I am, but it's like dark and shit, and it's like
It's Dark Souls.
I almost said that.
It's gonna get a little weird, but not really weird. But it's like I'm chained up, right? And it's like I don't know.
Oh yeah, a little weird.
Right?
Oh,
It's like, and it's like I don't know.
Please continue.
I don't know where I am. I don't know why I'm chained up. And it's like, but apparently I know this dude that's like across from me, and like we're talking, and like he won't like listen, right? It's like I'm trying to say that, and he's just like no, and then it's like I fucking wake up, and it's like, what the fuck is that? And why do I continue to
You know what
dream
that is?
What?
That's you.
It might be.
It's like Naruto. Release the chain.
But it's not me over there. It's
You don't know?
I don't like the idea of Dramon having powers and like if
All he has to do is remove the seal.
yeah, and then it just everyone's fucked.
But everyone wouldn't be fucked. Only a select few people
And we're in that select few.
would not be fucked.
About 3 billions.
I think I'd be pretty good with my power. I'd be like, I almost said Thanos.
See, I almost said Thanos.
Jerron, you be careful.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
Don't make a snap decision like that.
Not a snap decision.
I'm pretty sure Infinity War's been been a spoil for everyone. It's just too easy to make jokes about.
It's so good.
Dear God.
I don't think I'd like. I used to think about being an X-Men when I was little. It's like I really wanted to be an X-Men. Like,
Everybody
so
wanted to
bad.
be Wolverine.
I want to be a Pokemon trainer. Fuck X-Man.
That's an
I did
X-Men.
want to be a Pokemon.
Fuck
trainer,
X-Mans.
too. I wanted to be like Nightcrawler, like for the longest. I was like, he can teleport, he's so cool. And my friend at the time would be like, but you'd be blue.
Right? So?
Mystique's blue when she's not other people.
And I was like, yeah, but
I've seen some weird furry porn. That ain't shit to me.
Like he was so adamant about not.
But you'll
being
be blue.
Nightcrawler because
I'm blue, blue. If you're not blue, you can't sing that.
And then what made me laugh to myself was that like the years go by and I haven't talked to this man in like forever. And then I saw the movie Avatar, and I'm like, they're all blue. They're all blue.
this petty thing built up inside of you, and when you saw Avatar, it just came out.
Came out like they're making millions. They're in a whole movie. They're blue. I was like, yeah, fuck you, Brandon.
I was right.
The whole time.
Gosh. What level of petty is that?
I know, right? Like being worried about somebody being blue.
If you could be a Pokemon trainer, what would your starter be? It doesn't even have to be like one of the starters. It could be like
Pansear.
Pants. Why?
Are you judging me?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh, have you
asking
seen
out of all the
Is it because of how fucking like swift I jumped on that?
You were ready for it.
I'm not gonna lie. I've already like loserishly like figured out like fantasized about what my Pokemon adventure would be.
Oh yeah?
I would have a Pansear and a Arcanine, and that's it.
Have you written it down? Because I would read this.
Just that.
I'd read it too. I think it'd be a pretty cool adventure.
And I would travel. I would just run the back of an Arcanine, and I would go.
Would you collect badges or would you
Nope.
just a trainer to be
That's
a
it.
trainer?
Just literally just a trainer. With two, he says like, why don't you have 6 Pokemon? I'm why. That's exactly why.
It makes me
I'm
think
the
of,
other 4.
like, it'd be like, yeah, I have my Arcanine and my Pansear, but I can't leave Kanto. You're like, yeah!
Yeah, but that's literally my Pokemon adventure. Honestly, I've already had some I've already wanted to make a Pokemon comic, and I feel like I can incorporate that into that. Is it?
Make Mateo a Pokemon trainer and like have a whole little comic panel.
Look, we're not getting into that Pokemon fucking owning Pokemon bullshit. All
What?
right?
I think it'd be a really cool thing.
My name is Mewtwo. I'm a Pokemon/Pokemon trainer. I sell Pokemon/Pokemon accessories.
All my Pokemon are Mew.
No, I'm just saying though, you could like do like if you wanted to do a comic about it, you could like make like your Mateo like be a trainer. Your Mateo. Make him into a trainer and watch his adventure.
He already has his own lore.
Lord.
Oh, well, he has his own lore, so.
Okay, then alright.
Didn't
really.
Didn't really,
Didn't think that through.
no one told me, but just click it through your email. I didn't get the memo.
For my Pokemon,
Yeah. Well,
other than, picking a starter, it's gonna be Totodile. No question.
Totodile
Like,
blessed.
but like, if it was just any Pokemon that I could just be my like starter Pokemon, I would probably choose probably
2 Totodiles.
I mean, is that an option or no?
Depends. Are there more than one Totodile in the world?
I mean, one's shiny, one's not.
There could be multiple Totodiles.
Exactly. So then I guess you have 2 Totodiles.
Yeah, there's a whole land of Squirtles and Bulbasaur. Not Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
As long as we're gonna talk about the mini Pokemon, I don't give a fuck.
The what?
The mini Pokemon.
No.
God, I'm so mad. From the fucking Mewtwo Returns movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or sorry, special. If we're calling that a movie,
It's not a movie.
I'm calling me beating off for an hour and a half a movie. Then fuck it.
I mean, damn, it's like
It could be an adult
entertaining that
movie.
is.
Fucking hated that. fucking small ass Nido Queen. That doesn't make any sense.
Can she do earthquake?
It's so stupid.
It's just a crack in the sidewalk.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but legit, like any Pokemon,
Yeah.
like jokingly, I would pick Ditto.
Ditto.
What?
Yeah.
Then you'd have every Pokemon. It'd be awesome.
I haven't heard that.
I forgot the culture maker goes off.
Like, I really like Ditto.
Ditto's pretty good. Ditto's a good boy.
I really like the episode where like there was a Ditto who could
here we
change,
go.
but he couldn't like change
He's talking about
his face.
Duplica and shit.
Duplica is my favorite Pokemon trainer.
I literally only know her name because of Courtney.
Duplica's great, okay? First of all,
All Duplicas are queens.
we gotta respect Dittos, Potato. No, she copies, she's a thought. All
Honestly.
Dittos are queens.
She copied.
But like, literally, her
She's
name is
fuck.
Duplicate.
Yeah.
Duplica. The TE is silent.
Yeah.
Whose fucking decision was that to create silent ass words? Fucking England.
Oh my god.
Did you just go off on an entire country?
Well, nah, just
Did you just fucking isolate our entire English fucking viewer base? Oh, none of them.
isolating it. Just whoever created the English
Also,
language.
real
needs to
talk, if
chill.
literally anyone is listening to this from England, just make a comment. I just want to feel like we've gotten somewhere.
Somewhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Did I die here?
I don't know. You really
I did.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
I just-
Right now. Well, I called it ish.
If I was a trainer, I think my starter would be Houndour. Yep. I want Houndour. Eventually, I would love it if Houndoom didn't have the fucking horns, like the fucking curls or whatever.
They're
Just,
really big.
yeah, they're too much. They're too much. Just make him sleek back head, like
or maybe like
Houndour.
half horns even.
Yeah, I could do a half
But
horns.
if he looks back too hard, he might poke the back of
yeah,
his
I
neck.
don't need a ram and a dog. I just you just want a dog.
You don't have to evolve it.
Yeah, but I want him to be bigger. So like I want him to be like, waist high, and I could pat him while
Well,
standing.
look, if we have bite-sized Nido Queens, I think we could get extra large Houndours.
If we have
and I don't want
Dittos
his
that
sprinkler
can't
to suck
transform
shit.
into full-size Onyx.
What
Because that's what happens in that fucking episode.
the fuck?
Like the Ditto can copy, but it can't change in size, so it's still the size of a Ditto.
No, I thought it had.
Tiny
I
ass
thought its eyes still look like stupid Ditto
It
eyes.
does, but like she was, because Duplica tried to fix that. She's like, well, that's not gonna happen because they're Dittos. But she was like, also, this Ditto's having a problem. It's the second time she shows up. And it's like, all right, changing the Onyx, and it changes into Onyx, but it's like the same size as a Ditto, and the sound is like high pitched because it's really small, and it's like, it shouldn't work like that. Also, Ditto was like, oh, they're like, turn into this, and it chose a Dragonite so they could sell the Dragonite and then get it back. It turns into the book.
Christ. I didn't know they could do that.
the best.
I don't think they can.
That one guy.
It's only her Dittos. She keeps finding these random Dittos.
She's a Ditto trainer.
Is this like? Is this like the fuck? What's the way to go about this? What's the word to say it? Fuck. It's like
What is it about?
I'm not telling you.
Oh.
Fuck. I can't remember the word. It's not worth it.
Is it stem cells?
What?
I don't think it's stem cells, but
That's a Ditto.
You?
What?
Is that no? It's is it? Nah, I don't.
I don't
what do you mean?
I know it's a mushy Mew.
Yeah, it's like a failed experiment of Mew.
Yeah.
It's literally a mushy Mew, and I don't like that at all.
A mushy Mew.
A Mew.
It just says the word ditto.
Mewshi.
Christ. So, what do you guys think about Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee?
I am
Since we just got that new trailer.
still excited.
Okay.
I mean, they showed Jesse and James.
I loved that.
I was like, I'm sorry, what?
That actually might.
I mean, because they show up in the original, they were just called Rocket, and they used their character portrait and stuff. But it was just like, oh, like they're legit. Just
if it's actually
there.
Jesse and James, though,
That's just them.
That might make me want it. 'Cause,
No,
like,
it's actually them. Yeah, like straight up.
Yeah.
okay. Because like I was not interested in it at like all. Because
As a Pokemon fanatic, I was, but as like someone who wants to play the next Pokemon game, I wasn't.
see, that's the only
And
reason
now
I
I
would
am.
get it. That's the only reason I would get like to buy it because I want the next Pokemon game. you
Yeah.
know? I want to play. I like the adventure in Pokemon, but like Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee didn't look like that for me, so I was like, I'm gonna stay away
So
from
let
it.
me ask you, did it look like the game just ended after the first gym?
I don't think it's gonna end up.
No, but like, is that
I saw
like
Misty?
But before that, is that the impression you got? Like, this is a very short, like, bite-sized game?
No,
I was hearing people talk about that, but I didn't get that feeling myself.
That's what I got until I saw that second trailer, and I realized this is just a remake. This is a full remake of Yellow, and I just never thought about that.
but it's like,
But this is the full region.
if it's all Yellow, can I catch other Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah.
And go.
Oh, you mean like everything past Gen 1?
No, if it's all Gen 1 and it's all redone, then it's just going through Pokemon Yellow again, right?
Yes.
Then I'll buy it. I want it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'll play Pokemon Yellow because I didn't get to play Pokemon Yellow when it was on.
That
Game
was
Boy.
my first Pokemon game.
I didn't
was
get to
Yellow.
play it.
Mine was Fire Red. Like,
I honestly have no interest in playing Yellow itself, but I do want to play the Let's Go series. I just not.
Yellow has just a special place in my heart for it, other than being my first Pokemon game. It's the fact that I had it when I was watching the anime. So it was like, oh,
it's here.
I am that. Like, I am him, just smarter.
Yeah. For me, since I played Fire Red, it was a little bit like that, but like, because I thought it was really cool to start in Pallet Town. I was like, shit, I'm in Pallet Town.
Right.
You know, it's not like you are Ash, you know, it's like you're Red, you know, so I'm in Pallet Town, and then I was like so hyped when I saw Viridian City, and because I was like, oh my god, this is just like the show I've been watching.
On the road to Viridian City.
Which was one panel, but still, it was still cool, you know, and then seeing Brock and everything. Like, I will say I did have a moment of confusion because, like, I didn't make the distinction that I wasn't Ash when I was playing Pokemon Fire Red for the first time. So when I beat Brock, I was like, why are you still standing there?
Like, why aren't you coming with me?
I really had that thought. Yeah, I thought my game was broken because he wasn't coming with me. And I was like, there's something wrong. And then I met Misty and I had like the same thing, but I was like, no. Brock wouldn't come with me. So
I know,
you're
sure
not
tell
here.
you ain't coming.
Yeah. And I was like, where's your bike, Misty? She was like, no, I'm a trainer. I'm a gym leader. I do this. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I like water.
Yeah.
Did it have her sisters?
No,
Or they're only anime.
They are only anime.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. 'Cause, I mean, that was a kind of good way to like get past of like, why would this gym leader follow me?
Right.
Other than the fact that I destroyed her bike, which I understand because
It made
really
no
expensive.
sense. Like, it was literally just like, we need to make an anime out of this to sell units. What can we do? What about those two gym leaders?
Like the first two ones.
Yeah, let's just put them in.
Give them family, and then they'll take over the gym.
Pretty much.
Brock had like 8.
Yeah, so many friends. So many family memories.
I love how much of a bad bitch Misty becomes out like after like once Ash is like leaves her. Like, she gets a fucking Gyarados and isn't fucking around and for anything.
With nothing.
No, she just becomes like, all right, I'm the realest now.
And then when she just shows up in like later seasons, you're like, she's
do
still
like-
doing the thing.
I do like that, how like she pops up, and it's like I do like how it's changed. You know, I wasn't expecting Brock and Ash and Misty to all stay together
Forever, yeah.
You know,
Even
but-
though the song said together forever.
right? I thought that song was more about him and Pikachu. Like I always expect that.
If Pikachu goes anywhere, that show's done.
Yeah,
There is no Pokemon the anime without Ash and Pikachu.
right. So I do like how they pop up from time to time. You know, it's like, oh shit, dude, how you doing? You know,
You look the same age.
yeah. Yeah, so do I. You like my new hat? This one is black in the center. You know,
For the Sun and Moon anime, they did a really cool thing where they Ash fought both Brock and Misty.
Yeah.
And they showed them first of all, so like just objectively, the animation for the Sun and Moon anime is the best they've ever had. Like, flat out. There's nothing topping it. So then to see Misty and Brock inside that style, and then like animated so gorgeously, they even used the poses from the original games. Like, Brock did the over his
And then
arms,
Misty
and
did
Misty
the like double over,
Yeah,
and it's so good.
it looked really, really good.
Also, I just really appreciated that like they updated them in other than just animation style. Like they used the like mega like Pokemon, and like then it was just like they evolved.
see, I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything from Pokemon the anime since Dawn got introduced.
Oh,
that's a long
yeah.
Dude, Sun and Moon was like, it was such a, like, people, you know, when it came out, people really ragging on it. People were saying like, this looks like cheaper anime and blah 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 blah. But it
works for that area. It has its own charm.
That charm is hard in there.
It's what the series needed, because the problem is X and Y's art style was so boring. It's what they've been using forever, and it was refined, but that's it. And it was just so dead and stale. And then Sun and Moon was like this wonderfully done breath of fresh air. Like, I think the last time we had animation that good was in Black and White. It's anime. Because Black and White had a pretty good anime too, but it's not nearly as good as Sun and Moon.
Speaking of Black and White, I didn't know that the game went on for so long after it was over. Like if you beat Black and White, right?
Like Black one, White one, right?
Yeah.
That's okay.
The first one, how like you go through N and all that stuff, and then you go home.
Yeah.
There's like 2 other journeys after that where you actually beat the Elite Four and all that stuff, and when you go and search for all the 7 sages with Looker, you know. So I was like, I didn't know that there was so much post game in Black and White.
I never truly beat all the post game in that.
See, like they get to the point where people are literally using like level 70 Pokemon that you're fighting against, and it's like, I'm used to beating the game with like level 45s and 50s, you know, and then being done. Yeah. But then they were like level 70s and shit, and I was like, I might actually get a Pokemon up to level 100 fucking around with this game.
So I'm sure you beat Cynthia then. You reached her?
That's really
that was
cool.
the hardest fight. That
she's so damn
Spiritomb
strong.
ate me.
It's got like no weaknesses.
And then it just demolishes your team.
Right.
Like, God, that fight was super. I did beat the Elite Four the second time around in that game, and that felt great because it was really, really. They were so hard. I loved it. I gotta play. I have a copy of Black 2. Yeah, Black 2.
I've never played Black or White 2.
Apparently it's just a direct continuation, and it's the better one apparently. So I can't wait to actually play it.
I'm trying to think.
I gotta be Ultra Sun.
There was something I wanted to talk about. It was Pokemon related, and I can't think of it because it was right before.
Was it about Sun? Let's go Pikachu.
No, it was because we were talking about Sun and Moon at that time, and then went into Black One 2 and art style. Oh man.
Was it about?
Oh dang!
I was gonna say, I think if the art style, you can refine something, but then like say you like a table.
There it is. Okay, you said it. It was fine. Go ahead. Continue.
I was gonna say, like, say you like a table, right? And it's like, that's a really cool table, but you want a different table. You can clean this table up as much as you want. It's still that table,
right?
And you want maybe if like now I want a circular table, but it's like you got this one. It's like, no, but I want this one.
Yeah, but I want a kotatsu.
It's different.
Yeah, like, because it was like that, but more the thing of like having those 80s things, these separate rooms, the little like dangly things.
Oh yeah,
the beads. It's like that instead of having an actual door.
Right.
You can clean it up how you want. It wasn't working anymore.
Would you ever have beads for your door?
No. No.
Oh.
Jermon, would you?
I would have it. Not like in my room or anything like that.
Somewhere where no one can see.
No. Like, say you have like because some houses have like dens or whatever where you like step down into it and there's like a doorway, but there's not an actual door there because like you go into a den. It's like there's no need to have a closed door right here. I would put beads like there or something.
That's different from like your bedroom.
Right. I wouldn't do it for my bedroom because like
if you do it in your bedroom, you have to call it the Love Shack. There's nothing else you can call it. Am I wrong?
Let me think.
No.
I would call it the Slam Tram.
The beads?
No.
Hey baby, welcome to the shingle. The Slam Tram.
Your station's leaving.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Choo.
Okay, but talking about like refining style, because this is going on right now with Dragon Ball. Because we all know what Dragon Ball looks like.
Man, that's another one I think just looks terrible these days.
And it's because they're so stuck on how it looks, and it's so like refined, that's why it makes it really hard to animate. And like they were told not to deviate from how it looks. That's why it gets really like weird with like in-betweens and like facial stuff. But like there's a new movie they're making and it has a new art director on it who's animating it and stuff like that. And it's like modern anime, like loose clothing, so they can actually animate and it looks amazingly better. Like literally, there's a GIF like right now that's like out there of just like it was a quick 2 seconds of Goku getting ready to fight, and it was him bouncing up and down and like moving his neck, and it's like it was so good looking. And I was like, you can't get that in Dragon Ball Super because it would look really awkward. It will take like forever to draw because there's like those hard shadows they have, and they're really like there's like 8 folds on like one leg, and you're like, that's a bit much. And like they all look stiff in comparison.
And you said it's from a new movie that's about to come out?
Yeah, and it shows like I think it's based on the original, like the legend, like the original Super Saiyan, like where that like legend comes from.
I need to see this movie because that'd be great. Like the only thing new about Dragon Ball I've seen is Dragon Ball Heroes, and
that's been pretty good as well, though.
I think it's a really cool concept.
Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yep.
I mean, there's 2 Gokus right now.
Yeah, you can see Super Saiyan 4 Goku fight Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah,
Goku.
and it's like if that Goku actually was alive, like how he got to that point,
right?
Because like he didn't have just regular Goku's gi and everything. He had like the expanding stab he had as a kid. Like he would even have like Nimbus if he had it.
Right.
Like it's like that Goku growing up, then getting Super Saiyan 4 instead of Blue.
And I think it's really cool because it's like there in some of the Dragon Ball games that you could play beforehand, there are all these like what if sagas and stuff that they would do, and I love those because it's like I've seen the anime, I'm playing the game, I like Dragon Ball, but it's like it'd be cool if this did happen, or to see like really super evil Vegeta, like if Vegeta was like, yeah, I see all that stuff y'all went down, but I still fuck y'all, and still tries to kill everybody, and then he's just as strong as like everybody else, so it's like you can't really take him down, So Dragon Ball Heroes like plays with that a little bit,
right?
And I like that.
There is one thing I'm still hoping for.
I'm sorry, that man's face.
We laughed about it the whole time.
There was one thing I'm still hoping for for Dragon Ball FighterZ, because there's not a lot of female characters, and I just want Chi-Chi. I just want Chi-Chi.
As a fighter?
Yeah. And people are like, why? That's dumb.
She killed a dinosaur.
Well, yeah.
Look, if we can get Krillin in there, anything's possible.
But here's the thing, though. Like, they did it before in, like, previous games with Chi-Chi being playable, but they gave her Goku's old gear. So she had, like, her, like, battle outfit and everything else, but she had the expanding pole, and how she flew was using Nimbus Cloud. So it was like she actually could fight and attack because they gave her the tools to use it, which already existed. And I'm like, that's how you can do it, and she can still have all her martial art training.
Right.
And like she was like a badass princess starting out, and then she found Goku, and then she's a wife that lives in his house.
Yep.
They fucking what's the name when you take out a dude's nuts?
Castrated?
Yeah, they castrated her. Not a castrate. That's what I was.
I mean,
if I burp one more time, I'm throwing my phone at the wall.
If only Toriyama liked her.
Toriyama doesn't like
Chi-Chi. He doesn't like Chi-Chi anymore. Like he liked Chi-Chi, and then he's like, I got tired of drawing her and her face, and then whenever he gets like that, when a character, he puts her to the side and like doesn't care, and I'm like, don't make a character. Like, don't put a main character in. And you're like, I don't like her now, and I'm like,
yeah, but when you think about it, like he was making his little thing, it's like his story, his people. He makes this person that he likes, or he really likes at the time. He's like, oh, I love doing this, and then after a while, he's like, well,
I guess you're gonna get married and get put to the side.
Well, I'm bored of you.
It's like, I want someone new now.
Like,
I mean, but that does happen, like getting bored of something like that.
The boomerang hat was really cool that she had. That's what she fucking killed.
That was a cool outfit.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
In Dragon Ball,
like original Dragon Ball.
When Goku was a little kid.
Before the edge.
Yeah, like Ox King was like this real big super thing, and you had to get into his house, and like I was actually scared of him, and to see him now, and
now he's just like, I love my grandson.
Right. It was like, dude, you were guarding a mountain of treasure. What the fuck are you doing right now? But he's really cool. But like he used to be like really threatening and stuff. So like when Chi-Chi was like, "Oh, I'm the Ox King's daughter," I was like, "Oh
shit!" Like she can whoop ass.
Mm-hmm. And she was keeping up with this man everywhere. She was not getting away. And, Chi-Chi was really cool.
I also like she did technically beat Goku.
She did.
Oh.
She beat Goku in a fighting tournament.
And that's why she's his wife.
Yep.
That's why he's scared.
Yep. He was like, if I win, we're getting married. She won.
How was Goku?
He was an
10?
adult.
Oh,
No, when they were
when they were
adults.
adults, when
Yeah.
Tien,
Like when they like came back and like joined the tournament, they fought. She won.
Yeah.
They got married.
yeah,
In the Japanese, like the voice, like the text was a little different, but in the English one, like because in the English they make Goku not much of an asshole in the
Yeah.
English.
but in Japanese, Goku's a fucking dick. Like,
Yeah.
he's-
Not gonna lie, Goku's really boring. And like, I only know him in English. He's so boring to me, like as a character.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of the point.
is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, because it brings life to like other supporting cast.
I don't want that.
I think another reason why they did it like that is because I think I think Goku, he's really interesting as a kid, and then he gets really interesting like during the Frieza saga and all that. But like right before, like right in the middle or after the Cell saga, he kind of drops off and he just becomes cookie cutter, like superhero. I'm gonna do this because it's the
Shonen.
right thing to do, you know. And I think the reason, I'm not saying this is what happened, but I think the reason why they did that is because after the Cell saga, like Gohan was actually supposed to take over,
Yeah.
or like, and it was supposed to be you follow Gohan because Goku was like legit supposed to die. But then everybody was like, nah, we want Goku, we want Goku. So Toriyama was like, guess you get Goku, and so y'all got Goku, but it's like he's shitty.
Castrated again.
Yeah.
Shitty.
He got really boring.
He never kissed Chi-Chi.
No.
I do just want to call out one of these things where it says Goku is the Superman of anime.
No, that's really true.
No, I mean to an extent, but at least Superman is followable. Like I would be interested in following Superman as he is now, because at least he has like some level of depth.
Some level of communication skills.
Yeah, and like Goku is like, ha, time to fight, huh? And then it's like they
That's all he
fight,
cares about.
huh?
That's all he cares about.
It's so boring.
It's
Yeah.
so boring.
It's
You want to? I think a good thing that happened with like Superman and like DC and all that shit.
DC got edgy, so it got great.
So right. It got great. There's this fucking moment in Injustice where
How they handle Superman in Injustice is my favorite
beautiful.
favorite way they've ever handled Superman.
How did they handle it?
Okay,
I never
so
played
it
Injustice.
starts off with first of all, my favorite villain of all time, the fucking Joker.
I think he was gonna say Lex Luthor, and I was gonna have to ask you to leave.
No, he's fuck Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor's an asshole. Business.
Yeah, he my superpower.
I bet he read that book.
He made this book. Lex Luthor is the fucking Mr. Krabs of DC. I like money, but the Joker, right? It starts off in like during like the prison cell or whatever, and Joker's laughing the fuck, like just laughing because like what he tricked Superman into killing Lois Lane and like a bunch of other people, and like so after he tricked them,
Killed Lois Lane, and Lois was pregnant with their child.
with their kid. So Superman was like, oh, but he's supposed to be like this. I'm Mr. Righteous. I'm Mr.
Right.
Good. I never kill. I never do
course, of
anything.
course
But Joker got his little hands on him, and then Superman killed Joker right then and there. And Batman was like, they're like, oh, he's like, but
Don't kill.
Yeah, Superman was like, fuck you, Batman.
Like, he made me kill everything I cared about.
Right. So Superman went super like
Dickhead.
super dickhead, and he was like, I'm God now. You do what I say or you get destroyed.
Like,
It's like
legit, like Superman is the villain
Yeah.
of Injustice.
he's like, I need order right now or not. And that man killed Flash or Green Arrow. No, he killed Green Arrow.
Man, Flash sure does get a lot of shit happen to him.
Because like Ollie was like which is Green Arrow. Green Arrow was like, I'm not with this shit, you know? And he was like, you gonna be with this shit.
Or you
and,
it.
and then he got hit.
Or you
And it
are
was
this
over.
shit.
But it just like there's multiple universes that they deal with because Superman finds out that Lois is still alive in another universe, so he tries to go over there, and it's both sets of heroes trying to fight him. Like some of them are with him, like Wonder Woman,
Yep.
because she's just trying to dig him down, like seriously.
And Harley Quinn
Quinn
is a good girl.
Yep, she's a good.
Has Harley Quinn ever been bad?
Yeah,
She's just been for herself.
I think Harley Quinn is like, she's like gelatin. Like I see how, like, well, not gelatin, like silly putty. Like she does terrible things, but you kind of get why.
Yeah.
So she's like always like I love her as a villain. That's why I think she works so great with Joker because like it's the same kind
She's
of
more
deal.
competent as a villain. Like Batman has said like himself that if you didn't work with the Joker, you could have gotten me.
Yeah.
Like legit, because she is smart.
Smart
Yeah.
shit.
Like she her character progression is so good because she's over the Joker.
Yup.
She's like, I want to be a good person, and no one trusts her. So like they're just giving her shit the whole time while she's trying to prove herself.
I really feel like they're going to do more with Harley Quinn as a character in general.
They
like
should.
The DC universe.
In like some of the comics and some of the movies that she's actually in, I like the way, not movies, but some of the shows like the animated series and stuff like that, the way they portray is really cool too.
Oh god, it's so good.
But and the games are fucking great.
Oh
And
man, I can't stand the way like the community sees her though.
right.
Like it's oh man, she's my waifu, but then they just really like I'm not shitting on people who like the Joker, but I'm
Right.
shitting on the edgy teens who like the Joker.
They don't like. I don't think they like him for the right reason.
No, they
Yeah,
really
no.
don't. They really don't, and that's like the problem. But and it's the same thing with where's my health?
Where is my health?
Shotgun.
Whatever. Yeah, like I feel like the same thing happens to Harley, just
Yeah.
as a more feminine.
They see her as tits and crazy, so they're like, I like her. You
Right,
know,
like, but she's
so
actually
deep.
she's a super interesting character.
Right. I like the way that if you watch Gotham, if you like Batman and shit like that, Gotham is fucking amazing because of how it's really a story about Jim Gordon and how the villains of Gotham. Like each villain is so fucking cool and how they're made. And like you see Harley and you get to see the Riddler become Riddler and he's fucking crazy. But
Jim Carrey.
Well, I'd imagine he'd be crazy. All he does is fucking riddles. No same person does that shit.
What has three holes and rolls down the back of the alley? My parents. No, it's a bowling ball. Jeez.
But it was so cool how they did it because like he used to work as like part of the police. Like he was there helping them that solve crimes. He was like at one of the corners or something.
Okay.
And then like he met like the Penguin and like what happened was he liked this girl at work, Chris Kringle, like her name was something Kringle, like and he made jokes like about her being like Santa Claus and all that shit.
Christy Kringle.
Yeah. So he really liked this girl, but this girl was in like a really bad abusive fucking face. So he really liked this girl, but this girl is like in a really bad abusive relationship type thing, and so like he sat there, watched it go by, tried to tell her to get out of it, you know, and then like he wouldn't believe him. He loved this girl, and because she loved this man that like was like really shitty to her,
Right.
So then like one night Edward Nigma, which is Riddler, he's gonna be like go over to her house because he brought something that was gonna be like
Enigma. I hate that
Yeah.
so much.
right. And
I
so
will
like,
never be okay with that.
so he brought something over to her house and he was like, I'm gonna surprise her with this. I'm gonna make her day so good because like she was really shitty at work that day.
Okay.
So then like he sees the boyfriend leaving the house and he sees her up in the fucking thing, like fucking tears, all this stuff. So he fucking kills her boyfriend.
Oh my god.
And because like he couldn't take it anymore. It's like-
Escalation.
Right.
yeah. But he was like, oh, I see this going on. I'm not going to do it. So he kills her boyfriend and then basically tells her that he's gone somewhere, like he had business or whatever. And since he works for the police, she's like, oh, yeah, you're probably right. But they both did. But, you know, she believed him because he was always nice and shit to her. Right. So then, like, she asks for, like, proof or whatever. And it comes, like, down, like, he writes her a note. Like in his writing in front, but acting like it was the dude.
Forging the note.
Right. And then along the sides of it, every beginning of the line started, and like if you look down the left center of the line, it's spelled Edward Nigma on it. So it's like his first beginnings of becoming like the Riddler. And
Shit.
And it was so fucking cool. But anyway, the way
This is in Gotham?
Yeah.
it's in Gotham.
Okay. Have you seen Gotham?
I've only seen a little bit. Like I've definitely wanted to actually watch it. I just couldn't have the time. But I really wanted to. 'Cause I love Jim Gordon.
It's beautiful, and the way they do the Joker and the Penguin is really cool. He becomes a mafia boss. It's fucking great. But the way they do Harley Quinn is really cool because like you don't see a whole lot of her, and she doesn't go crazy yet because there's no Joker yet.
Yeah.
But she's like working at the doctor's because she's a psychiatrist in like Arkham, and like it's Harley Quinzel there, and you get to see how like fucking smart and how badass
Like
she
she's
is.
so good.
Is she?
Like
Yes.
she's so amazing.
She is great. And then like, you know, you just see her, but nothing really happens with her because nothing really happens yet because like she doesn't go crazy until she interviews the Joker, and then the Joker fucking is
Starts
like
Puts her shit up.
yeah, which is why in Injustice 2 there's a really cool scene with Harley and the Joker where it's like the Joker's not really in that
He's
game.
dead.
He's
like
dead.
he's actually dead. Both versions of Joker are dead because it's two universes.
Yep, and
They've
Superman
been
killed
going
the
in
first.
between.
Yep, the Superman killed the first one in Injustice 1, and he dies later.
Man, the fact that comics are getting into multi-universe shit is just killing me.
Yeah, okay, but it's just Injustice that did this.
Yeah,
For
but
now.
it just ended. Well, what about Marvel?
That's
Numbered universes. We're fucked.
But they've been doing this in the comics for like ever. This is just now hitting the
like
big
main media.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, but fucking hell.
yeah, like
It's a lot to stomach.
Do you know how many fucking lanterns there are? There's actually like the red
Oh
lantern.
no,
the
yeah, I know
pink
that.
lantern.
I love all the different lantern
It's
colors.
fucking crazy.
Little lanterns.
Pretty good.
Peace Corps.
What's his name? Scarecrow.
Oh,
Scarecrow.
yeah.
That's
Scarecrow
Is a fucking psycho.
Well, yeah.
Well, then again, what the fuck isn't everyone?
Dude, Scarecrow in Gotham is really cool too. I'm fucking nerding out.
But no, like, no,
That's fair.
Scarecrow is actually really good in Injustice.
he is amazing.
They're not like good as in a good guy, but like because
way
his,
they do
his
him.
gas makes you hallucinate,
Right.
Like, to the point where that's what he does to Harley.
And like it can kill you, right?
well, yeah, it can.
Yeah, no, because that was also in DC Universe. That was like a thing. It was like
He-
that's actually how I got introduced to everything in DC. Was DC Universe.
Really?
It did a really good job of taking someone who only knew the staples of DC and introducing you to the DC world. Like I can tell you things about like
But have you seen the Bat Cow?
Oh,
That's a legit thing.
oh, that cow.
he didn't. Y'all can't see my face unfortunately, but it just melted.
He is so bad.
That's how I found out about the Harley Quinn thing. There's like a bunch of little like audio clips you can collect, and they're all lore.
Yeah.
And they explained. They just ran down. I was like, what?
Yeah,
It just-
she's fucking so cool and so like in depth. There's so much to her. But yeah, like Scarecrow, he makes you see your worst nightmares or whatever.
Right.
Because
I love it. Here's a bunch of birds. You've seen them, but it's like, what?
But it's like that's how he is. Because some shit happened to him where he had to live through his nightmares. So he's like, I'm gonna make everyone else
Let's
do it.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, that's basically what happened to him. So he gets a hold of Harley, and what do you think Harley's worst nightmare is? She sees the Joker, and it's crazy because like she never really liked she loved him, but like it was Stockholm syndrome.
No, it's totally
you know?
Stockholm. It's like it's casebook Stockholm syndrome.
Right. So she
Bookcase? Casebook?
By the book.
By the
Textbook.
book? Textbook.
Textbook.
Yeah. Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, so she thinks she's not shit because that's all he says is she's not shit.
Right.
And since he was like, Mr. J would never lie to me, da da da. So, but
love pudding.
yeah, but
No, bitch, run.
yeah, but he constantly shows that he doesn't give a fuck
You
about
want to
her.
ride your Harley?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to show you some of the animated things from the DC Universe game because they're so fucking good. Like they're
Have you seen the Killing Joke?
that's
Oh,
one of the movies,
man.
right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I did watch the
man.
two Titans movies though. I'm a little disappointed.
I mean,
I thought they were good, but I thought they were
They could be
like
better.
I thought the characters were like really really good. I thought some of the writing though, like some of the story writing and some of the like technical aspects of it was really boring though.
See, what got me in, and like I didn't know that the Killing Joke existed, and then I saw like this Batman thing. It was like rated R. I was like, the fuck? What do you mean Batman rated R? And then I watched the Killing Joke, and that shit is insane.
it's crazy.
What about Batman
so
Ninja?
good. Ninja Batman?
Oh man, Ninja Batman! I'm so excited.
Isn't it Batman Ninja though?
Yeah, I mean,
That's just how
Yeah.
I said it.
I mean, okay, that's fair. But it's just weird to me. It's like
no, I'm excited for that.
it's out already. I think.
I haven't seen.
seen it.
I was just excited for it when it got announced.
I actually I want to rent that. We should watch that. It's so. it
We
looks so
should.
fucking.
It'd be awesome.
But like, there was
It's
one
so
point I
cool.
wanted to make about Harley because, to the point of, because like Scarecrow himself is literally like a guy with like a potato sack over his head,
Yeah.
and like stuff like that. His intro is him igniting that gas, so whoever sees him can see him as he truly sees himself, as a scary monster.
Right.
So that's how he fights, with that gas being active. So you think you're actually getting hit by stuff, and you're actually not.
Right.
But that effect that he had on Harley manifested Joker
Yeah.
into being like real to her.
right.
And you actually have to fight the Joker, and
Right.
he's a character, but he doesn't exist
in the world.
in the actual world.
It's just
He's
a
not
whole
there.
thing.
He's not there, but everyone can interact with him because they're like, oh, that's that gas doing it.
And one of my favorite things about how they handle that, like in the storyline and stuff, when you meet Joker and she, like, you can see Harley fucking like fall
tense.
apart. Like she sees him and she's just like, oh shit. Like she goes from being like the strong, awesome, cool, like determined, smart individual to just like this little child that like
Other M.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair. Okay.
It's literally like that.
Yep. And then she's just like, oh, I can't do anything. But then like as the fight goes on, or like as like the conversation goes on, really before the fight, she like you see her like stand up to him basically, where she's like, look, I'm not okay, but that's okay.
Right.
You know, she's just like, I'm fucked up, but I'm not gonna let you continue to do this to me because I'm stronger than that.
Right.
You know, and then they fight and she kicks his ass and it's fucking awesome.
Good.
I know.
Get your own, girl.
I know one thing you might enjoy because I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the first one, like her ending in the first game, because the Joker was still alive at that point in that other universe. Harley gets thrown in jail because she was technically a bad person. She breaks herself and the Joker out of prison.
What a baddie.
They get married, like legit. They get married, and then like the whole ceremony and everything. And then when they're about to cut the cake, and like you know how the Joker's like push someone into the cake.
Oh, he stabs? Who?
No, Joker pushes her into the cake like a joke, and all those years of abuse and everything snapped in her.
That's what it was.
And she slit his throat with the cake knife
That is awesome.
and killed him. And then she gets thrown back in jail in the bridal outfit, and she doesn't let go of the knife. And that's her ending.
Good.
And I'm like,
That's going to happen.
It's so
something like
good.
that's going to happen.
she just all of it
She's
just
done.
built up, and it was over a simple joke,
Yup.
and it did it. That one thing
Yeah.
did it.
Pro tip from OneMoreCAST: don't abuse anyone.
Yeah, don't
Just
do
don't
that.
condone
Don't.
abusing either.
Don't condone abusing
Because
either.
everyone's like, Harley and Joker, best couple.
Problematic?
No, that's past problematic.
I'll say they're really interesting to watch. Don't be that.
Don't-
at
It's
all.
good writing.
Yeah.
Don't romanticize it.
Right.
Romanticize Poison Ivy and her.
So when I was watching those Teen Titans, or I guess Titans movies was more accurate, I found out I didn't know that Ra's al Ghul was actually, well, I knew that was his grandpa now because I knew Talia al Ghul was his mother and all that. I didn't know Ra's al Ghul actually was going to take that little fucking twerp and basically take over the world.
Yep.
You have no idea how much I love that.
That's Damian Wayne, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local good boy almost takes over a world with help of demon grandfather. Like there's no flaw in this story.
No.
I really like about that whole Titan thing. Like what I really appreciated was how like who were the Titans, like who like Titans were weren't the Teen Titans like we like.
Right, no, yeah, but that's something I can't stand though, because like people look back at Teen Titans like, what the fuck? This is the actual Titans.
No,
It's not.
It's not.
It took me forever to understand that Cyborg is not a Titan.
No.
Not really, no.
I know, not really, but I know even in Injustice, Starfire's like she brings up being Titans with Cyborg, and she's like,
They're still close.
Yeah, they're close. Like they
Right.
are Titans.
But it wasn't Beast Boy, Raven, Robin, Starfire, and Cyborg like everyone was kind of meant to believe.
But it's just
that was a trick
like
of the
Blue
story.
Beetle,
Right.
Beast Boy, Robin. Then
Raven's there,
Raven is there, and then there's one other person.
and
Did you say Starfire?
Starfire's older. She's like
Yeah,
the leader, but she's like
yeah.
an adult.
her and Nightwing.
Yeah, her and Nightwing are adults, and they make a lot of jokes about sex, and it's funny.
Oh yeah, did you see those movies?
Yeah.
those were really good.
Like
I love
you.
that.
You lasted longer than usual. Beast Boy go. Then he's like, oh no, not to undercut his performance. He does quite well when we have, and it just cuts.
He calls her name like bitch.
No,
Starfire is blessed in every way.
you will like her ending in Injustice too, because they added her as DLC, and like all she wants is to go home and like be with her friends. That's all she wants. Like when she wins, she beats like not Brainiac.
Of Injustice 2?
Is it Brainiac? It is Brainiac.
It's
isn't it?
Brainiac, yeah. And she's like, she actually has like the Titan Tower, and like everyone's in, like no one's inside. She's like, Cyborg's fighting on the wrong side. Raven lost the Trigun. Beast Boy is presumably
Did he? Did
dead.
she?
Speaking
Yeah,
of which, where
That's
is
what-
Beast Boy in
We
any
don't know.
fighting game? Please.
he's presumed to be dead, so we don't know.
Is he?
Like, he's presumed to be dead.
Like in like canon? Really?
well, I don't know about canon,
Oh,
but
like, oh.
just like in the game, Beast Boy's presumed to be dead. We don't know what happened to him. Cyborg's just fighting on the wrong side because he just wants to survive and he thinks what he's doing is right. Raven got taken over by Trigun and she's gone. That's why she's not in the sequel.
She'll be back.
And then
It's fine.
So she's like-
She's Demon Lord Spawn.
Right.
She'll be back.
but like she was just like,
well, she's done it once.
Should do it again.
Well, she's done it a few times.
But she's just like, I miss the life I had and I miss the people I was with. But that doesn't mean it's gonna stop me from what I want to do now. And she reforms the Titans with like Blue Beetle and Supergirl and like stuff like that.
Supergirl, I forgot about Supergirl.
And like they just reform the Titans. And she's like, we're gonna celebrate with pizza with mustard on the back of it. And like it's her just being her. And she's like, I want to live the life I want to live, and you're not gonna stop me from doing
I feel like
it.
she deserves that. She goes through a lot.
Like, yeah, she
Go
does.
through a lot. I want Blackfire though.
Is Blackfire actually a thing though? Like,
In canon?
yeah.
I think so, yeah. Because they bring up her sister in the movies.
Okay.
And I also
They didn't give a name though.
and also like Raven is probably my favorite like out of all of them. Like,
Raven is on. I don't like Raven in Teen Titans. I think she's kind of boring. But I think her in the Titans movies is really good. I think she has like a lot of depth to her. And it's like, oh no, this is waifu material right here.
I like the way that you know that she has a constant struggle that she has to deal with, and like her
Literally in
emotions
her
are
forehead.
powers. Yeah, and like she
LMAO,
gives-
don't you hate when your dad lives in your forehead?
yeah, and she gives too much into it. She becomes him. You know, it's crazy. But I love the fact that like she's like so standoffish, and like as she gets more and more comfortable, she like shows more of herself and what she is. I think that's really cool.
I know one character they added later on, which doesn't show up in the sequel, which I was mad about, because she's one of my favorite Batman just heroes. Batgirl, Barbara
Batgirl is
Gordon.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Didn't she break her?
You want to know what happened to Batgirl?
She became Oracle.
Yeah, she became Oracle.
Yeah.
So you watched The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in the Killing Joke.
That's what literally happens to her.
Yeah, I know.
She's she goes out for a jog or whatever. She comes out having her nightly, and then
Well,
she.
don't tell me actually. Well, I just want to watch.
You want to watch? Okay.
Yeah, I think I will watch that because
Alright.
I really like Oracle, and I would like to know more about her.
But no, like Batgirl was so amazing. And
What about
I wanted more from her.
Because I found out about Oracle through.
Well,
I'm putting. All right, it's officially a rule. No spoilers in chat.
Oh my god.
First we were like, nah, we won't have to make a rule about it. We're making a rule about it. No spoilers in chat. God damn it. God fucking.
but you don't know how it happens.
I guess
Yeah, but
he keeps typing.
oh my gosh.
God.
I can't wait for like when we get this episode posted and it gets really just like
Yeah, I was like talking. Oh,
but you know it's a spoiler.
Christ. Anyways.
Oh
Yeah, in DC
Okay.
in DC Universe, when you play as a hero, Oracle kind of got you through the game. When it's and if you choose villain, it's calculated. So I want to know more about both of them
Yeah,
because they're both
Okay.
kind of like
Oracle's really cool. She did want to be like Batman for like the one help him,
yeah.
and he's like, look at him, like that kind
No,
of
but
shit.
he loved her.
He did
It's
love
so
her.
fucking good in the
He loves Catwoman, too.
in dumbass
And
DC
Talia.
universe. It's so fucking good because there's a part of the game where you have to help Gordon, and then and she's over because the whole game's voice acted pretty much. So and she's just like, please, like she's like, it's a really good performance of her going like, please save my father, like please, and it's like this is top notch shit right here.
Right. And if you want to, go back to Harley for a little bit. If you want a really good depiction of Harley and how awesome she actually is, you play Batman the Telltale series.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Fucking amazing. Because Joker, he doesn't become Joker till like the very end of the shit. He's just like Jane Doe. He's just like some dude along with the pack, and because he's still trying to find himself. And so he's like, but he knows that he loves Harley, right? And you can actually see that he actually does love her there. But shit goes down, and like Harley's in charge for damn near all of it,
Really?
And you get to see what the crime syndicate is like under her command, and she's a fucking boss.
I bet she
know?
would be, honestly. I don't put it on her at all.
Like I know I'm like for some reason I just can't get over the animated series Harley. Like that is my pinnacle favorite Harley.
Yeah.
Because like they went through that
but that's when they introduced her, right?
Yeah, that's when they introduced her in that, and they did such a good job with her that she stuck through everything else. Of like, because they even touched on the whole I'm sick of being abused by him, and circled around, and she did things on her own, and she caught Batman in that same episode. She's like, I'm done with you. Caught Batman that same episode.
But see, also though, Joker, I don't really think he wants to catch Batman. That's the thing. He doesn't give a shit about like who Batman is, what he's doing.
If Batman lives or dies, whatever.
Yeah, all Joker really wants to do is just prove that he's not really fucked up. Everyone else is just one little thing away from being him, basically. That's all he is.
Is that true though? Because I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought of Joker with that tattoo damaged on his forehead.
What? Like, as
man, Jared Leto though. That's the Joker I want in my life.
Fucking it's not. He's not really the Joker, but the fucking in Gotham, there's a kid who plays like he's gonna be like the Joker or whatever, and I forgot his name. I think it's like James or something like that. And the way he does it is so fucking amazing because like he has like this revolver and it has like they play Russian roulette. They play Russian roulette, right? Him and another villain who's supposed to be like, they're like, I want to lead this pack, and he's like, no, I want to lead this pack. So he's like, let's play a game for it, and they play Russian roulette, right? And then like during the game of Russian roulette, you know how it goes. If you don't know, there's a 1 bullet in a 6-chamber revolver. You put 1 bullet in you spin it, and then you point the gun at your head, and then you pull the trigger. And if you get a click, you pass the gun over to the other person, and if they don't get a click, they don't. You know, that's how the game works.
I thought the game also went like if it doesn't, you have to add a bullet to it.
No.
Oh,
because in a revolver, it's gonna move on to the next chamber. You click, move next chamber. Click,
you don't
move.
spin it again.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So once you do that one spin, you don't know where that bullet is in the thing. So
I see.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because also, every time I think of Russian roulette, I get confused because like guns, that would jam the gun. Like if you spun it.
Because that's how it's made to be like. That's why the little thing comes out.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like if you try to spin it and then like shoot it while it's spinning and shit.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't work like that. So I never understood how that worked. But
that's how Deadeye works.
Fuck
Deadeye.
I
killed 6 people with 2 bullets. Get at me.
You just spin it first and then you put it
check
in.
and then the game starts.
That's
Got
fucking scary.
It is.
And then
you couldn't pay me to play Russian roulette.
I mean,
no, I would never. But then to decide who goes first, you put the gun in the center, and then you play spin the bottle. You play spin the bottle.
What if it goes off when it's spinning?
You don't touch the trigger.
I know, but what if it did?
You'd be so sad.
Could you imagine like a bunch of gangsters playing Russian roulette, and then they're just like, all right, let's spin the gun. Then they spin the gun, and then it's like, wait, hold, safety on.
We're not animals.
Whoa, bro. Gun safety.
The safety's not on. They spin it, it goes off. It's like that one movie where the bullet curves and hits all of them.
Oh, that'd be great.
Right.
Want it? No, was it Want It?
I think it was Want It.
Something like that.
So in the scene between wannabe Joker and this dude, they start the game, right? And then the dude, he's like really shaking. He's like, oh, I don't really want to play, and he does it, click, and then he passes it to Joker, and then Joker's like, click, and then he doesn't give the gun back. He's like, he goes like this whole monologue thing, and I think the monologue's really cool. And the way that he talks, because he's like, what's the secret to comedy? And then he points it at like under his chin. He's like, timing. And like he does like all this shit, and he damn near shoots himself 4 times, and then he's like, your turn. And then there's the next one in the chamber, is him. So he's like, boop, and then Joker's leader.
That's pretty. So that's literally just like, it doesn't matter if I win or lose.
Yeah, Joker doesn't give a fuck. He really doesn't.
That's crazy.
But that's
literally
him. That's literally him.
Fucking hell, man. That's a good series though.
Yep.
I wish I could get more into it. Like I need to where's my phone? I keep telling myself I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to fucking do it. Live on One More Cast, I buy all of the rest of the Super Sun series
like
from my Google Play credit.
No,
it's okay. I have $15 free to spend. I'm getting all of them.
Because like I know so much. I mean, not so much. I'm not gonna fucking say that.
It has my favorite in it. So
I know a lot about. I know fair knowledge about the DC universe and lore shit because like
There's a lot to know. That's the problem.
And with each person too.
it's the part she got killed by the table. That was,
Yeah, she got killed by an exploding table.
Like an explosive ass table.
This table.
okay, but
Nitroglycerin.
but it's just the fact that I like Marvel more than DC, but I don't remember much of anything from Marvel lore other than specific things and then like character building. And it's like I hate that I don't know as much other than X-Men.
Right. I'm kind of like the same way.
And they don't use X-Men no more.
Right. It's like I'm the same way where it's like I know a shit ton about like Batman, about like because like Batman was like my favorite superhero for a minute, but then like as I grew up I like Marvel way more because they had the X-Men and the X-Men were awesome. And I would go through each character in the X-Men and I'd learn all about them and what they're doing, and you know, because I thought they were so interesting.
Yeah.
You know? But then other than that, I know Spider-Man and all his shit.
Like
you know?
Spooderman, and I know Iron Man now,
Yeah.
and I know. Oh my God! I mean, I knew a lot about Black Panther.
I didn't know shit about
beforehand.
Black Panther.
Like
And
I actually studied Black Panther stuff. That was so
Mhm.
cool. Things that I'm waiting for, like the future of Marvel stuff, like when we get out of this Marvel Cinematic Universe, like
Yeah.
current thing, because like in some comics, Thor's a woman,
yeah,
Iron
like
Man's a
that.
woman,
Yep.
and I'm like, okay, but when? Like Iron Man's
Where?
like Iron Man's a black female, like in college, and I'm like, okay, but
and there's a squirrel Green Lantern.
I was like, I'm sorry, what? What does this happen?
What about the cat Red Lantern?
Right?
I actually really want to read it because of that.
And I want to know more about just.
And then, you know, Thanos before, he was not always like worried about like data and
He was
like
a farmer.
yeah, right.
Thanos was a farmer.
And-
So I have the first 4 issues of Super Son, and that just makes this so confusing.
yeah.
So confusing. Because I can get the volumes.
I like all of them.
No, they're angry in that. When he threw up on Green Lantern to make him a Red Lantern, that made me mad. I don't remember what all the lanterns stand for anymore.
I know.
Courage.
Well, I don't remember green. That's the ironic part.
It's courage or willpower.
Yeah, okay. Red is hate. Yellow is like greed and shit. Yeah, blue is Peace Corps. Peace Corps, woo! And that's all the ones I know.
Because there's white, black, and purple.
And I think pink.
I don't remember. I don't remember what those are.
Pink is like love or some shit like that.
I
And
would be a
there's
Pink
also
Lantern.
black. There's black lanterns.
There's
They're
black
talk-
lanterns.
They're about death and shit.
They're about Wakanda. Wakanda forever.
Yellow was female.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Fear. Okay.
I can't remember his name, but
Dexter, that was his name.
he was a yellow lantern. And it just,
Sinestro?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fear? Really?
oh yeah. He's like this rules all. Shit
Okay,
like
yeah.
that.
Beware the box ghost.
Fucking
Is the
Shazam.
box ghost the yellow lantern?
Beware! Shazam.
I really like the story of Shazam and shit like that. Like, right?
Oh, Billy Baxton.
He's just a kid.
So there's like Black Adam was like really like the first Shazam because like he was like he got blessed by actual like gods and shit
Yeah.
like that, you know, and then Shazam is like by a lesser being or something like that. I don't remember what exactly did it, but I just like how deep the shit goes,
Yeah.
you know, and how they intertwine with each other. All that stuff is really cool to me.
I agree.
Mhm.
I'm inclined to.
Like, I just really want more. I want more from
I
like the
want
Marvel
more.
side. That is just like because I find it interesting, but it's also like it can get really boring really fast for me. Like
Yeah.
if it's like literally, if you look to your right, there's a stack of comics, and there's a lot of X-Men in there because X-Men are great. But then it's like when I get to Marvel, like outside of the
No one gives really a shit about Captain Marvel and stuff like that.
I care about
you know?
Captain Marvel
You do?
because she's actually great and she actually does good things, and like how she carries herself is amazing.
Mhm.
But like it's just like I don't know much about her because I haven't been able to give them that active ability to know more about her.
Right.
Like other than reading comics. They're not in games or they're not in other
Right,
things
so
where
if
you can
want
learn
it,
that.
you have to
lore.
go dig for it.
Right, and I don't like that.
Right. It also ties into like why you say you feel like it's more boring because like you know more about DC. So when a character comes on screen, you're like, shit, it's that character. But in Marvel, and on the flip side, when you're watching something in Marvel, you're like, this person comes on screen and it's like a big deal to somebody. You're like, what's up? You know what you do?
Right.
Like Doctor Strange. You're like, all right, I guess. Yeah, but
Okay, it's official. I have purchased issues 5 through 10 of Super Sons.
Good
'Cause
job.
I have 1 through 4. I have to buy volume 3, which is $15, and then I also have to get whatever is not in a volume set right now.
Good job.
Help.
No, that's
Please. I think it's up to 17 right now. So yeah, that's 2. Man, can't wait till that first paycheck comes through. Oh, you know I got a job?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you got a job.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that first paycheck so I get my phone fixed. Help. And I
Hey.
get the rest of these what's the names. But yeah, sorry.
So
This is a good note that I want to know your opinion on both of you because I play a lot of fighting. So this is something where it's like when they introduce a fighting with characters I've never seen before, it makes me want to know more about them. Like Marvel vs. Capcom. It's Marvel characters with Capcom characters. Obviously, like
Okay.
you know Capcom characters because
Right.
it's like Street Fighter and blah blah blah. But when it has Marvel characters, you're like, I've never heard of you before, and it's like, let's use Ultimate Marvel for an example because it has like Fantastic Four people and like She-Hulk and like
Right.
X-23, which is a clone of Wolverine, and you're like, it made me like it introduced me to these characters because it's like, okay, this is a character I don't know. Gives a brief synopsis of them, and then I'm like, okay, I want to learn more, and that made me want to learn more, and that's how I really came to like a lot of the Marvel characters more than DC characters.
Are you asking if like we do the same?
Like,
with that?
do you think that's a thing that could affect you or does affect you?
It usually doesn't unless like, all right, so like let's say I'm playing on like NBC, right? And I pick up the character. Like I picked up because, you know, for me, like game design is really important to me, right? And
Right.
obviously when it comes to designing a game, story comes second, right? Like you build the game first and you build a story on top of it, right?
Make sure it's fun first.
Yeah, you and then you make a story around it. That's how Super Mario Odyssey came along. It wasn't like it's not like they wrote out Cappy and then gave him abilities. They made a cap that he could throw and then they gave it a personality, and that's how the story came along.
Yeah.
So that's always really important for me, and I guess I kind of translate that to also when I'm like playing games or experiencing things, where like Sea Viper, right? I thought Sea Viper was a lot of fun, and then through that I played her more, and now I fucking love her, and I would love to know more about her.
Right.
So that's kind of how I am with that, where it's like I'm interested.
If you can connect.
Yeah, like if I, you know, because Sea Viper's my shit. So if that can continue, then I would love to know more about the character.
Like, because like, if you know anything about me, I really love like Kung Fu. Like, Kung Fu stuff is amazing to me. And they added Iron Fist to like Ultimate Marvel. And I'm like, okay, this dude's literally like 1-inch punch, karate, dragon kick. Like, and I'm like, okay, where's he from? And I dug into his lore and I was like, okay, this is great. I actually got comics of him. So I wanted to read it. He's like, then it also tied it into Luke Cage, which he ended up getting a show. And I was like, okay, Luke Cage, learning about that. And it was just like, it trailed into each other, which I enjoyed because it was just one media that brought about other things and other media that made me want to learn, not just, I'm going to go pay $20 for this comic and then
that's a lot of
it.
the reason why they build a whole universe, though.
Yeah.
So it's like you have the Marvel universe. That's why, like, or the DC universe, for example. That's why you can have Batman running with Superman, you know, shit like that. Because then, if those paths cross, those lives cross, you know, and then those cities cross. So then you're like, oh, if he's from there, then and you go down and it's like, so what's Metropolis about? And then you see everything that's going on in Metropolis. Well, then you understand why they're never like together, like why Superman's never really in Gotham because he has shit to do.
Right.
You know, Metropolis is always in trouble.
I always think about this thought. Like, just like it just like she knows because like, I mean, Bruce Wayne is Batman. Like, that's the thing.
No spoilers. No, I'm just
But it's
playing.
What?
But it's like
Cover your eyes, listeners.
Like,
oh wait, your eyes. Ah, fuck.
Your ears.
I've had this thought like 30 times of like say like it's Clark Kent and Lois Lane and they're in Gotham like for an event or whatever, like under like, and they're just where they are, and then Lois Lane having a fucking conversation with Batman. That thought fucks with me because you're like,
Does it?
You're Lois Lane. with
Gotham.
Superman in Gotham talking to Batman. What happened?
What
to get
brought this
here?
about?
Like, I need to know what step-by-step process happened.
That happened to me in DC Universe because you could just go there and they talk about it. You'll see Batman and he'll give you like shits in Metropolis, or he'll show up there, and then Superman will show up sometimes in what's the name, and it's like, what's happening? Obviously, it's not often. I think it's like very, very seldom even, and I don't think you ever see their models there. But at the same time, it's like, this is a connected world.
Yeah.
These aren't separate places like I would have figured they would be. Also, they're on the map.
Yep.
They're actually on the map. Speaking of, I was thinking, I just reminded myself of, man, I remember one time I saw where Gotham was on the map. It's actually on the East Coast, fun enough, like right along the coast. And I was trying to think, where did I see that? I know you haven't seen it yet. Have you seen, what's that show called? The one I fucking love. It's the DC show. Fuck.
I would said Runaways.
I can sing the theme song right now. That's the sad part.
It got canceled.
It's not called Justice League.
It got canceled.
It's basically
Young Justice.
Young Justice. There we go.
It got canceled, then it came back.
I said Little Justice League. Yeah, Young Justice.
What about it?
Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen an episode of it, but I know the premise of it. I saw Little Martian Manhunter, and that made me happy.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually really fucking good. Because the problem with the Teen Titans debate was, well, with the Teen Titans Go debate was that Teen Titans Go was too childish, right? Like that was the problem, right? And people missed the seriousness. My recommendation, Young Justice is the opposite side of that, where like it's all story, and it's really good. So like, trying to think of like some shit. It's a lot more lore accurate. You find out things like where fuck, what's the little red archer boy?
The little red.
Fuck, he trained under Green Arrow. I can't remember his fucking name.
See, I don't know.
Red
Archie?
Arrow.
Is it Archie? Yeah, Archie's in there, and there's a
Wait, Speedy?
Speedy shit.
Speedy, because he looked like Robin. And then I was like, oh, he looked like Robin, but he's not because an arrow.
Yeah, but that is such a fucking good show, and honestly, it's kind of underrated. It really is. Like, I ran into that.
It'd be something that I'd have to check out because I don't really know shit about the kids or any of that because I've always been into like
honestly
Superman,
it
Batman,
ties
and all
in
of them.
It ties in super like it doesn't feel because Teen Titans felt way too separate, right? Like Slade is Deathstroke, and that still takes for a loop because it doesn't even feel like they should be in the same series.
Well, it's like they couldn't use the word Deathstroke because they were like, oh, that's too much for kids.
Oh, is
to
that why
listen
they
to.
did? Okay,
That's
I guess
exactly
that
why they
makes
called
sense,
him
huh?
Slade.
I like
fair.
Slade as a name, though.
I like Slade as a character because I like Deathstroke as a character. I think it's kind of cool.
Then why don't you like Deadpool?
I love Deadpool.
Because Deadpool's a parody of Deathstroke.
You answered your own question.
Deadpool makes me happy.
Yeah, but it's a really fucking good show. They canceled after 2 seasons, but like those seasons ended up being huge fucking deals. Like people love that shit.
My friend Eric liked Young Justice a lot. He wouldn't be quiet about it. Like it's
honestly worth watching. Like even there was one thing. There was this character named Megan, and she seemed so phoned in. At first, like I was like, this character is actually disgusting. Like she just seems like a token female character, right? And then you find out later in that season, like you figure out why she's such a token female, and it's like, wow, congratulations, you totally flipped me on my shit, and like good shit. Also, Damian Wayne is the Robin there, so
is he evil?
He's always a piece of shit.
I'm good.
Has he ever not been?
Sometimes he's good.
Even when he's sorry.
Even when he's good, he's still bad.
Because he's not good at being bad. Because he's not good at being good.
He's not. I love it.
Because like Batman's always like, you should do this, you should do that. You're my son. Da da da. And then, man, I remember. I don't know if it was in a comic or something like that, but I remember Batman being like, "You're not my son. Tim Drake is my son." I was like, God damn.
Oh, that's mean. That's fucked up.
Because I know
Dick Grayson is my son. Why?
Because I know Damian's in Injustice 2.
Yep.
And all his lines are like him being shitty to someone or him apologizing to someone because he did something really bad.
Fun fact: there's a Damian Wayne like fandom, and they call that one like like Damian or something, like a very slight variation of his name.
Okay. But what my community does?
Wait, for who?
For Dante, the DMC Dante is Dante.
No, don't meanders. It's something like that. I can't remember. No, I'm not saying it's right, but
I'm just saying it exists.
I just think it's kind of funny that like people go.
Don't like that Damien.
Yeah,
he's too good.
It's just the fact that like literally like because like he did something really bad. I don't want to say what it is because that's spoilers.
Exist,
but
have
that boy makes nothing but wrong choices.
He really does.
That's all he does.
But like he did something really bad, and like Batman calls him out on it, like in their like intros, and it's Damien just going, "It's an accident," and just has his sword on it. I was like, oh no!
Isn't he lovely?
That about to fuck you up. But see, the only reason I get really skeptical about going into like
it was popping
into like not spin-offs or like little things like with like the kids and all that stuff, and why I stick to like the core like people a lot is because Krypto the super dog hurt me. Because
Krypto the super dog, Krypto.
This conversation is at a full fucking stop. What? What?
Bathound.
Because
Krypto.
Krypto.
I was.
That's the deciding factor.
I was.
Factor.
Look, listen.
We got an episode name. Krypto the super dog ruined DC.
Because listen, I was watching. I was really big into Superman. I was really big into Batman. I was really big into all the superhero shit. I was young. I was like, this is my jam. I love all of it. As I wish I could be super powered. This is so interesting. All these people have such cool development, and like I see growth in all of them. And they were talking about things that I couldn't even understand, that I'm still struggling to understand as an adult. You know,
right.
They're really deep. They're really cool. And then I was like, and I saw Krypto the super dog, and I was like, no. I was like, this is not.
I'm so fucking.
I was like,
man, all of these other great DC IPs, I can't trust them. Why? Because the theme song to the tipped you off.
Because I let my guard down, like this could be cool, and it stabbed me. And then I was like, never again, Jamal. I was like, you can't.
Krypto, Bathound, Streaky. It's like the cat got Superman power because he was hanging around Krypto for like that. Well, what?
Look, I don't think anyone's defending Krypto.
I'm not. I'm trying to remember what show had that because no, Static Shock had that.
Static Shock was cool though.
Because when Static
but
had
it had Krypto.
I needed a black hero.
Correct.
Well, no, because like legit that whole like Big Bang thing that happened, and it was just his clothes reeked of it for like months. That's why Richie ended up getting like powers way later on because he just picked up on all that shit and that smell. It slowly developed him into having like superhuman brain.
Oh, neat. I did not know that.
Also, Static Shock was almost made to get into Justice, and they said no, and they took it back, and I was like,
oh, I would have
like legit, like they were like, we already have things like ready for him, all set up to do it. Like there was even like stuff for models for him, for like getting him ready. But it didn't happen.
So,
and I was like,
do you know? I would love.
So
Static
actual
Shock,
question: is Batcow still valid?
Batcow is always valid.
Batcow is still valid because just the content.
I feel like I have to fucking find out what Batcow is. I feel like I'm missing a core part of DC lore by not knowing what Batcow is.
This is the difference between Batcow and Krypto the super dog.
I don't like that. What you just? I disagree.
Look, Krypto was like, hey, there's this really cool dog. He's Superman, but he's a dog. He's awesome. He's gonna do all this shit. He's gonna save the day. He's gonna have his own adventures.
He's looking for his owner, which is Superman.
He's got superpowers.
And he's in your face. He's just like, boom, love me. I'm Krypto. Batcow just exists. Batcow is just there. And Batman walks downstairs one day. He's like, oh, Batcow.
Oh, Batcow. When you came and you moved it.
You know, he's just a fucking cow.
Well, to my phone, gotta find out what the fuck Batcow is.
Oh my God.
The most blessed farm animal in the world.
Don't ever say that again either. God, there's a lot of things being banned on onemoreCAST today, like Batcow.
What Batcow's banned? He's so beautiful.
Oh, I don't know. This actually might be blessed.
This is literally right. See?
What the fuck? Why is Damian Wayne in all these?
Because it's their pet.
Yeah.
Huh. It's just It has a cape.
That's it. There's nothing special about this cow. It's just bat cow.
You know what? I'm down.
See?
I'm down.
I'm down the cloud.
Yeah, I'm down to cow.
I'm down the cow with bat cow. He's a good cow, man.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty good guy.
And all he does is he just exists, produces milk, eats grass, and he has a cape.
and he has a cape.
Because he is the knight.
That's great. Okay, why does he have a cape?
Because he's bat cow.
Yeah.
That doesn't answer my question.
To be part of the Bat family, you have to have a cape.
Is that just like, man, I bet Edna hates so
No capes.
Yeah.
Can we
Edna
switch
hates
gears and
him.
talk about like? Oh, never mind. We already talked about Incredibles 2, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
If you want, you can still talk about it. It's
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, I'm just like, all right. So for everyone who doesn't know, I don't know if you know this, but so let's say I watch a movie, right? And I'll have an immediate opinion about it, right? Like, haha, this movie was fun, right? But it won't be anything like, I thought this movie was good because this, or I thought this movie was bad because of this. I don't have any in-depth opinions on a game or like a movie or anything like that until 1 week, exactly 7 days, and it never fails. It's always 7 days after I've seen it. I don't know why.
Because that's the time it takes you to digest it.
It's literally an exactly 7-day gestation period. And I'm
Literally,
like, okay.
for me, it's like, I liked it. And for y'all can't see, I just literally put my hand in my mouth and went a small swallowing noise. And just went, yup.
For me,
Except Devilman Crybaby. That took a week.
for me, when I watch something,
That also took for a week. That took me and Kara a good week to figure out, and we ended up liking it.
And I ended up not liking it.
for me, when I watch something, it's always like I'm always like analyzing it as I'm watching it. So it's a constant up and down of me hating it and me
Right.
loving it, and then I have like a little thing of like why I think I like it more than I don't like it.
Right.
You know.
See, my process is more just like, it's more like 6 days of thinking about, man, remember we saw what's the name? And I was like, that was fun. And then on day 7, it's like, it was fun. Man, I thought it was really good how they handled such and such and such and such and such and such and such. And then it's like 10 minutes and it's like, I think I like the movie.
Yes.
And it's exactly 7 days, and I don't know why. It's almost weird. Okay.
I wasn't ready for that.
Me either. Man, I hope you guys heard that. That dude just getting creamed.
Get that man a raise. Whoever voice acted that line right.
Fuck a raise. Get him off. Scrape him off the floor. Yeah, but I really liked Incredibles. And this has obviously been much longer than a week, but I liked it.
I'm gonna keep saying it, other than the fact that the animation obviously did get better because it was 14 years ago.
Oh, yeah, holy shit.
But literally, like, if you when you release the movie, just release them together and just scene them together in the beginning of
Like
the
if
movie.
you buy the DVD for it or whatever,
Right.
just call it The Incredibles.
Yeah, because literally, if you just play the first movie, blink, and then the second movie starts.
I would love that.
It's literally like that.
It would work. It would actually work.
It was that seamless.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
It wasn't like this is how many years later, or this happened and we're just recapping. Literally the same fucking scene.
I wish
It
a lot
ended.
more sequels and stuff did that.
It was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
You know, and not even doesn't have to be like right after. It could be like they go to sleep and then they wake up and then other shit happens. But the continuation. I don't
Right.
like the fucking like the gap that's there in a lot of sequels because it's like you'll know that you're watching a sequel and then it's not. I mean, yeah, it's a continuation of what you just watched, but you know, it's
But
like
it was in between that you probably needed.
and it's like keep me into the universe. You know.
That's kind of how I felt about How to Train Your Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first movie happened, and you're like, how they feel about dragons, and then the sequel's like they live together, but there's no like you don't see that in between of how it is, and all of a sudden Hiccup is like
you know there's
older.
some people that are still like
Yeah.
no, I don't
Right,
want
and,
dragons.
and now everyone's just okay with it.
Right.
But it's like Hiccup gets older and like more attractive, and you're like, wait a minute, what happened to like naive Hiccup?
Yeah, let me
and then,
pick up the teen years.
Right.
The team.
And then like now there's How to Train Your Dragon 3 that's coming out, and Hiccup's like even older. Like it's like more after the second, they show him as a full-on fucking adult, like with a beard, and you're like,
Okay.
whoa, what happened?
I'm sure he didn't just eat fruit and go to sleep for 40 years.
And then it's like they're like, oh, this is a dragon utopia now. I was like,
See,
okay.
yeah, but because I vibe with that though, because like I didn't see the first one. I saw the second one though, and I'm not gonna lie, I was largely uninterested in it. Like it was a good movie, completely uninterested. Even now, I just am completely uninterested in it. Cause like there was if I feel like if I had saw Incredibles 2 but not Incredible 1, hearing this, knowing it would have came right after, but like, wow, really? And I would love to see Incredibles 1 then, right? There's none of that in How to Train Your Dragons 2.
Your feelings for that is exactly how my feelings are for cooking shows and then the Cake Boss.
Ooh.
It's like
I thought you were gonna say Krypto, and I was like, no, we're not going back here.
I gotta go back to Krypto. However,
What do you mean, however?
However, Bat Cow's cow is the best.
Okay, thank you, Javon.
But like, yeah, regular cooking shows. Like, I love it. It's really cool. And like, sometimes I can learn shit from them. But then I see shit like Cake Boss, and I'm like, no interest at all.
Because I'm the boy.
What the fuck is Cake Boss?
It is a show about a man who has a business who will create any kind of cake you want, and he's just like whatever, and
he can do it because he's the boss.
Because he's the boss. What a kid.
I guess he says that a lot.
Yeah.
And then,
that sounds really annoying.
And you will hear the word. You want to play a drinking game that'll destroy your liver, right? You take a drink every time this man says the word fondant.
Oh God.
Is this something I should be experiencing?
Maybe.
If you want to watch Cake Boss, go ahead and do it. But I warn you, it's not very good.
That's fair.
But now, like, every time I hear fondant now, I mean, I don't think of the Cake Boss, but because it also makes me think of that one specific scene in Panty and Stocking where like everyone's getting really fat from eating a lot of sweets because it's like made for you to gain weight.
Right.
And it's just like Panty coming inside. She's like, there's all this stuff. The hot delivery guy, I thought I was going to get some sweet meats, if you know what I'm saying. And it's just like, what's this fondant shit? It looks like plastic. And it's like Stocking's just freaking out because she's on a diet. She gained like 2 pounds. And then she's like, no, I don't want it. It's okay. And she's like freaking out. He's like, well, I'm giving it to Chuck, like the dog.
Right.
He's like, you want some cellulite? And just dumps it into his mouth.
Fondant, the cement of baking. That's what it is.
Like, it's edible, but you can make it look like anything.
Yeah.
It's like Play-Doh, but you can eat it.
You can mold
fair.
It. Makes towers. He makes domes. He makes whatever you want into a cake.
Because he can do it.
And I will give him this. He's not a bad creator of these things.
He's not a bad cake smith.
He's not a bad cake smith.
It's just a show.
If I ever...
Is it a reality show?
It is. Well, no, it's like, oh, this is my order that I got today. We're going to go make this. Joey, get in the van. We got this shit to do. And then they do it, and then they deliver it. You know, that's it.
Yeah, that sounds like one of those like reality type of shows.
Yeah.
They're like really, really annoying.
So it's like, but however, if I ever needed a cake smith, I might call the boss.
You would not hesitate to call him.
I will not
call the boss. I got a number for you.
Fair. Oh man.
Because I'm the boss.
All right, so the show is about to end soon?
Who lied?
Yeah, we got like 15 minutes left, and I wanted to talk about this because I'm really peeved about this. I want to talk about what the fuck is Apple doing in 2018.
Right.
Not their best.
I don't think they've ever been doing their best. I think it's just coming to light now. So are you guys familiar?
I know nothing.
Right to repair
I'm
laws?
just
Have you ever heard of right to repair laws?
I mean, yes.
Have you? So it's the idea is, all right, give me your phone. Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, it's right there.
So, boom, right?
All right,
I just destroy your fucking phone.
All right.
Right? It's in fucking pieces.
Disrespectful.
Now, if you have the knowledge and the parts and the equipment, you should be able to repair your phone yourself, right? Like, you agree with that fundamental idea, right?
Yeah.
Like, given the resources, you should be able to deal with your own shit.
It's like if my wall broke or whatever, if I know how to fucking speckle a wall, I'm gonna speckle that wall.
Right, exactly. You can go out and get,
Or go to Home Depot.
Yeah,
no,
there's no like wall tax.
Let's get bougie for a second.
You say Lowe's?
Yeah.
No, Lowe's.
Wow, picky. Okay.
Sometimes Menards pretty good.
Stop.
Can I get a tier list for home improvement?
Please? I actually want that now.
Never go to Home Depot. Always Lowe's. If Lowe's ain't got it, go to Menards.
Honestly, I agree with that
If
too.
not, go to your dad's garage.
Yep.
Good point. So yeah, that's what right to repair is, right? Also, this is where the boring part of the show kicks in because I'm talking about tech shit. I'm sorry, but I think it's important to get this information out to the people.
All for you.
Pretty much. So that's what right to repair is. The idea you should be able to repair your own shit. Apple does not believe in that shit at all. At all.
So they're saying you shit breaks, give it back, and we'll fix it.
If even that. Dead ass, if even that. So Linus Tech Tips is a YouTuber I watch, and they bought a a iMac Pro. That is a $5,200 computer, right? Or somewhere around that price range. It's a very expensive box.
It's not. It's a fucking investment.
It's a super It's a super investment box, right? And it broke because one of the staff members dropped it. All right, big fucking whoop. Shit happens, right? Shit breaks.
You drop shit.
Shit breaks.
Right.
They tried to get it repaired through Apple, right?
Yeah.
Guess what Apple said?
Buy a new one.
Buy a new one.
That's disrespectful.
They didn't say get yours repaired. They didn't say, okay, let's start from the top. They don't supply parts to anyone except for authorized Mac retailers, like or service centers, which means, and I'll get more into that later. So it means you can only get it fixed at authorized like people, which is hard to find. And apparently in Canada, it was only like at the time where he first made the video, very hard, and you can't take it up. They try to take it up to like the Genius Bar and all that bullshit to get it fixed. They won't.
I also have a problem with the word Genius Bar.
I agree. If it has anything to do with apple martinis, they've already made the joke.
No, I'm just saying.
They did, and it was horrible. Right? Wasn't it just? Isn't that just like the pinnacle of joke? Right. They're not funny.
Genius Bar.
It's like no. You're gonna tell me some.
Deborah over here can't even work her iPhone 10. You made her buy.
You made her buy.
Christ.
Well.
So, and it's stupid, right? Like, you should be able to fix your own shit. Even if it's difficult, you should be able to fix your own shit.
Ooh,
right.
Like, I can't remember where it is, but it's somewhere in Europe. It's overseas. And every single thing in it's a small town that breaks, everyone is able to fix it. Like, there is a straight up community, like a community center they have where, like, if you can't figure out how to fix it, bring it, take it to them. They'll show you how to fix it and fix it with you.
That's good. See, yeah, that's what.
And it's like they like we don't throw away and buy new things. We just fix what.
That's how it should be. But fucking hell.
Unless something is like broken beyond repair, and you need like fucking uranium or some shit.
That's different.
Oh,
yeah.
Uranium.
Like things they can't fix, they recycle and break down for parts and like
exactly
melt it or whatever.
Got it.
But if it's completely fixable, fucking fix it.
Yeah, let it be fixed, or at least let people who can't fix it themselves.
Right.
So anyways. Like they go through all this shit with Apple, and then like it starts to raise these questions where it's like, what do you mean you won't let people fix their own shit? And then like everyone's trying to justify Apple, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to say, don't support companies that won't support you fixing your own shit.
Right.
It's textbook definition. I had a rocket. It is textbook definition of anti-consumer.
Right, like if I open up a restaurant and I sold you a burger and I didn't cook the burger all the way through and I looked at you like, buy a new one, buy a new burger.
Right, it's really fucking stupid.
Right, it was like, no, man, cook the burger again. Cook the burger.
Like, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Like Samsung, at least, like I don't like Samsung phones that much, but at least they let people fix their shit.
Right.
Matter of fact, get this, you can go on to Samsung's website, you can get a part for anything they've ever made.
Yep.
Like, and that's
I've looked into that.
Even if it might be, and I know knowing Samsung, they probably jacked up the price a bit. That's fine. That's fine.
Still on the market.
It should be available. And this is like with a bunch of companies got in trouble with the Federal Trade Commission for having. I know you heard about this from me. Having those little those stickers that say void of sticker removed.
Yep.
Illegal. You can't do that. You can legally not do that. Like
so what about consoles and shit? Well, where you like
if you open that bitch up, you are not prohibited from anything.
Right.
That's illegal. Like that's they came forth and said, yeah, you can't. You've never been able to do that. You can't do that, and I'm very happy about
that. How does Nintendo handle it?
Nintendo, they reversed their policies, as everyone should have.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I mean like, because fairly recently my left Joy-Con, the L button didn't work anymore. And I don't know why. Like, legit, like I cleaned it out, tried it, and everything. Like, even Chris was like, it's clicking and making the clicking.
No, yeah, no, that whole thing was just dead. It was probably like a logic board dead.
And so I got it sent to Nintendo, and I was under warranty, so they just fixed it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, but is there a way to extend my warranty or anything like that? And they say, and literally the girl was like, unfortunately, no.
No, that's fair.
And I was like, okay, yeah, but it was just the fact like I would pay
to extend your warranty.
To extend my warranty, not saying give me a new warranty.
No, see what you do there. Well, because the thing is, warranties. Whoa, that almost killed me. Warranties like that are given by law. If a company did not have to, they wouldn't. So that's why they didn't allow you to extend them. What you do in that case is you buy a warranty through another company.
Yeah.
Like if you're willing to pay for it, pay for one.
Which I do.
Pay $7 a month for a policy. If you lose it or break it or something, instead of paying $300 for a new Switch, you pay $50 to get another one. That's how those work. That's how I'm gonna get my phone fixed.
Yeah. Like with my phone, I just pay a little bit extra on my bill every month, and then
most phone companies have them like
whatever happens to it, if I break it, drop it, whatever, they're just like, here's a new phone.
Yep.
Do you have to pay a deductible?
No.
I don't for mine.
How much is your insurance?
I have to pay, I think it's $12 a month extra onto my bill.
Okay, so that's like double mine, but I have to pay the deductible. So I'm basically paying the double at this point.
Right. Like I could take it and I could yeet it into the wilderness. And
this bitch empty.
And then they'd be like, here, you know. But they also realize that you can't just keep reporting your shit stolen. Like you do it X amount of times and like
Yeah,
you're like, sorry, we gave you 4. What do you mean?
Right. No, yeah, which is fair because most people will only smart choice, Chris. Most people will only need like 1 or 2 max. Right. So like, yeah, I don't know. But that's all I wanted to say. It was don't support anti-consumerism. It's 2018. Don't fuck with John Deere. It doesn't matter if you think it's the best. It doesn't matter if you think it's like the top of the line. Let me tell you something. Apples aren't the top of the line. They're not.
They're not.
That's a fact. That's not even an opinion. They're not. There are other flagship devices.
It's like, I'm gonna use this as an example. Like, people like just a lot of different kind of grocery stores out there.
Right.
Kroger, if you live where we are and you know what a Kroger is, or like Aldi, Meijer, Walmart. Like how they have those prices and that quality of food for that price. And then there's places like Whole Foods. Like it's a higher quality, but it's more expensive.
I'll call it decent quality.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop.
It's not even objectively better quality.
I will sit the meat though. Like
the meat's good.
If you want meat, that's fucking
right.
That's about the best.
But it's just like there was when we had Marsh, it was that same price as Whole Foods, but like Meijer and Aldi quality. And you're like, people stood by Marsh was saying it's the best just because it costs more. And I was like, you literally are getting the same thing or something flawed for a price that you are willing to pay because you think it's nice.
That's because some people are like, I spend this much on it, it's good. It's got to be good. There's no, it's not good.
And that's what people do with technology too. And it's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Right.
I
so
really
it's like,
don't
just
understand that.
look, when you buy something, think about what you're buying, why you're buying it, and what it actually is, and then make the decision to buy it or not buy it.
Right.
Because if you just willy-nilly buy shit that you don't need or don't want, you're just adding to a problem of these companies that are just like, I'm gonna do what I want and you're gonna love it, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have no voice anymore because you already gave them all the money. What the fuck do they need?
Like $1,000 for an iPhone?
Cool. I'm upset with how much my phone actually is. Like $700 something for like that whole phone, and I've been paying it off like monthly with like my bill. And it's like
I'm gonna say you have a good phone.
Yeah, I know it's a good phone,
but also that's a lot,
right? And I was sitting there talking to myself like, I'm finally gonna own my phone.
Right, that shouldn't be a problem.
Right, I should have owned it the second I got it. You know,
it doesn't like cause all right. So here's the thing. So I have a Xperia XA1 Ultra, which is definitely a lesser option than your Samsung S7 Edge. I think they came out around the same time. So this is a pretty apples to apples comparison from what I remember. I don't remember when my phone or your phone came out, but it was about a generation ago. So my phone was about $400, but my phone lacks some of the creature comforts that yours does. You have
home screen.
Yeah, you have
I can just
fingerprint scanner. Yeah. You have a fingerprint scanner. I think you have fast charging. Yeah. I think you have a cooler display. I don't know what the fuck that means in 2018 though.
That's just fancy word for it looks sleek. You know, everything can.
Our cameras are comparable. Actually, this phone, when it came out, had one of the best cameras of all time. It's a Sony phone. So, of course, it had a great fucking camera. This actually had like one of the best. When it came out, this was like the top. This is better than iPhones when it came out.
Sweet.
So, yeah. So, like, these phones are moderately comparable, right? Yours may have better specs and some things up, but none of that is $300 more, right?
Right.
We've let them become rampant with it. Like, we've completely let tech companies just kind of tell us, like, this is a phone worth $1,000 or $700.
Right.
Is it?
It's like what
Like-
in there makes it like that because
Right. Are they?
nobody really looks at what's actually going into it.
No,
They're
yeah.
just like new phone, gotta get
Right,
it.
yeah, especially like if you're not into tech, no. Like if I said
You're into other music. I'm sorry.
like if I sit here and look at you both and say Adreno 835,
Mm.
raise your hand if your fucking phone is running an Adreno 835.
I don't know what that is.
It's a processor.
Oh.
I say no.
I think yours is actually.
Really?
I think it's or an 840 or something.
Eh.
Let's find out.
But the point is, like I've made like me myself to like some of my friends about like how companies treat people and how
Galaxy
things work.
S8 specs.
And it's just like especially in video games.
Mhm.
Like, oh my god, in video games. Where it's like like I'm gonna use Capcom for an example real quick, where it's like we are vocal about what we want from them and how like we're like, hey, I don't think this is a good idea, but you don't like listen to your consumers.
Mhm.
And it's like, and then they do the thing anyway. We know it's gonna be bad, but then people still do it.
Right.
And
Don't
support
fucking
it.
buy it.
Don't support it, and things can change.
Right.
Like, be the change you want to see.
If somebody is like, oh, I'm gonna do this and all right. So like say let's use video games as an example. Say I'm gonna make a game and I'm like, I'm gonna put free roam and fighting and all this shit in the game, and people are like, no, you're really good at story games, just make this story game, we want another story game from you. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna do this, it's my company, I'm gonna build it, I'm gonna do it, and you're gonna buy it anyway. And then I make it and then people still buy it. I'm gonna be like, see, you bought it anyway, I'm still making money, I don't gotta do shit you say. But if I made the same game and no one fucking bought it, I tank as a company.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, these people aren't gonna do what I want. I should probably make my games for them because they want the player,
Right.
you know. But then you get into the whole thing. It's like, well, then are you really true to yourself and this, that, and the other? But then that's not why they're doing it, though.
It's like
They're not. They
balance.
don't have a vision that they want to get across.
Yeah.
They're trying to get fucking dollars out of
Of
you.
course, right.
That's all
There,
it
and
is.
not that there aren't people on those teams who care, because there are
Right.
people who think they are absolutely, who are at least in trying to make this game as much of a experience as they can, which is great. Also, I want to issue correction. Nobody fucking cares about phone specs.
Mhm.
They're fucking useless. Every phone's the same,
Mhm.
especially past the price point. Your processor is I lost it.
Mhm. So it's like even in how much I want
Xenos 9 series.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's probably Samsung's own chip. I've never heard of it. Again, I do not focus on the GPU and CPU in a phone, because if you're worried about that, you just
You've gone too far.
You need to stop.
My phone's a little computer that I can use to talk to people.
Hey.
and I'm
People
cool.
use it for porn and YouTube.
I use it for one of those things.
I use it for both.
All right.
I watch one on the other.
All right.
but
All
before
right, wrapping up.
before we like
Final statements. Cardi, go ahead.
all right, the big lesson to take from today: don't put into companies that are clearly out to get you.
Don't get fucked.
Like
Yeah.
legit.
Unless you're into that.
Don't support a company that's like not saying your best interest at heart, but not even acknowledging that you're there.
Even
Right.
even if you think they're the biggest and baddest thing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I guarantee put that faith in someone else and they'll be better.
yeah.
Right, yeah. Put it into something you actually care about.
Like an indie company.
Like, yeah, or something. A startup, a new phone manufacturer or something.
Yep, like Pillars of Eternity, like they didn't have shit. They were like, "Can you give us $1,000? We're trying to work on this game that's really cool." And then like people started reading about it and like, "Oh shit, we want this in a game." And then they got like $75,000 to make their game. And it's a good fucking game, you
Yeah.
know? So it's like those little people that could be trying to make something will actually make something given the chance. But if you let giant people who have already the ability to do whatever the fuck they want, then you're only adding to the problem that is already existing.
And
Yeah.
you don't if you don't actively support something, you're
Mhm.
not gonna change. That's why Street Fighter V changed the way it did, because it was doing terribly.
Mhm.
And then they added people like characters people wanted, systems they wanted, and they're slowly making it the game people really wanted in the beginning.
Mhm.
And that's why they're actually learning from what happened with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Because that game didn't do all that well. It still has a good following because the game's good, but everyone knows the problems and everyone is very aware that that game has a lot of problems. And they kind of tanked on it and they don't know how to handle it.
Mhm.
And they don't know, like, should we try again or should we just stop?
Right.
Yeah. good days.
Good days. Good day. 2018.
2018 is a good year for everything. Yep, just good.
Company oppression?
Of course.
Millennials in full force.
Planned obsolescence?
I killed Capcom.
We killed the cell phone industry. All right, is that all you guys?
That's all I have for now. I have a lot to give right now, but I can save it.
All right, well, thanks everybody.
Joker's cool.
Joker's cool. All
Harley's
right.
better.
Thanks everybody.
Better.
Bye.
Bye.